Might just order DoorDash. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah. Now can we run that back? BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Might just eat a Big Mac, might just order DoorDash. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah. Now can we run that back? BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Might just eat a Big Mac, might just order DoorDash. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah. Now can we run that back? BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Might just eat a Big Mac, might just order DoorDash. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah. Now can we run that back? BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Might just eat a Big Mac, might just order DoorDash. BigBack, 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 BigBack. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back on the Big Back podcast, and this is your host, RJ and Chief on the
What's up?
motherfucking
What's up,
podcast.
chat?
What's
What's
good, my
up,
boy?
chat? Welcome.
And
Feel
then,
like I haven't seen y'all chat in a while, chat. We were supposed to go live this Wednesday. Sorry about that. We had technical difficulties. We had storms. That couldn't allow us to stream. But here we are on a Friday, like we promised. And it's gonna get juicy, chat.
I ain't gonna
Just get
lie.
ready for what we have in store.
Usually I have the ideas, but usually it's me, dictating what the conversation going. And sometimes Chief will change it up, but this time it might be opposite. I'm gonna start us off a little light, and then Chief is gonna start us strong in the end based on what I'm hearing from Chief. I do not know what he's talking about, by the way, guys. The one thing we do to keep it a little fresh is like if we bring up something conversation wise, we bring it legitly in the conversation because you want to see the other one's reaction pure and live and whatnot, right? Keep this authentic as possible, not nothing rehearsed. So one thing I want to get it started with is did y'all heard about the new GTA 6 trailer that came out?
Oh yeah, it's been all over
Bro,
social
that
media.
shit has been
You,
blowing up. Blowing up.
hell
So
yeah, it's been on X, YouTube. What else is blowing up on? Because I've been seeing it everywhere.
yeah, it's been everywhere. But the thing that's funny to me is people has been coming up with that rumor. They're like, yo, can you imagine GTA 6, right? Comes out and it's only $60. And then like you have fucking
It ain't
Mario
gonna
Kart over there,
happen.
$80, like we talked about in the previous streams, and Microsoft raising prices.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, he's already starting over the Big Back stream. Pretty
Shit.
good.
Oh, chat, look at this shit, chat.
Oh
Let's take
my
a look at
god.
that.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Oh, that look
we
good.
eating, we eating
Oh,
good,
hold on,
chat.
hold on. Let's zoom up in there. What is that?
Look at
Chicken
that. Look at
parm?
that. Look at that.
Chicken parm?
No, I'm in the back. Nah, that's a sausage link right there. That's that sausage, you heard?
But
My bad, twin. I didn't mean to cut you off,
no,
but
you
we just
good,
got
you good.
food.
So I think we should see that trailer together to see what we think about it. What you think, Twin?
I ain't gonna lie, twin. My dumbass, my dingbat, I kind of already saw it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you.
So you're cheating on me.
I cheated on you, but it wasn't my fault. Let me explain myself real quick, chat. So
We already know this is about to be cap alert. All right, let's go.
so this dingbat scrolling through YouTube. I see my favorite YouTuber post, and I'm like, ain't no way they let out a new trailer because I know they gave us the little glimpse before. Like, what is that called? Like when they give you the little snippet.
A trailer? A teaser?
No,
Yeah.
before the teaser. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I saw the teaser, so I'm like, ain't no way we getting a fucking trailer already for this game when we just got the news that it was gonna get fucking pushback on the release date because they're trying to make it better. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. So my dumbass clicked on the fucking video and I couldn't look away. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn. So you cheating on me.
Gonna
That's what I
hold you.
heard. But let's see if I can find that trailer because it looks like they took it off. Oh no, it's right here.
It's right there. What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna lower a little bit because apparently that's another topic I was talking about. A lot of people getting hit by the copyright by some of the fucking music and the shit, even though based on copyright rules, right? If a stream is, let's just say, doing any videos that use fair use content, which means if there's a trailer, game, or whatever, you're allowed to use it under fair rule content. Problem is, there's people like Angry Joe that got pissed because he got hit with copyright for things that was literally just 1 fucking second. So there's content creators pissed about that shit because they're like, bro, it's 1 second. Why the fuck I'm getting fair use straight for something that you barely can hear the audio? And then on top of that, they're talking over the audio. They're like, if you go to court, ain't nobody's gonna fucking listen to your music with somebody else talking above it and shit, right? So let's check it out. And then for the people that do fucking copyright this shit, fuck you. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna make that
Wait,
very clear.
they're really copywriting, bro?
It's mostly YouTube, not Twitch right now. YouTube are getting a lot of hits with it, but YouTube, the problem with YouTube is YouTube will let it be between the streamer and or the video creator and the company that sues you, and they're like, oh, we have nothing to do with this. Well, YouTube, you're supposed to protect your people. It says in the rules and copyright less than 10 seconds. The minute it's less than 10 seconds, YouTube should step in and be like, he didn't break the rules. But we'll see. Y'all ready, chat?
Go ahead, chat.
This is the GTA 6 trailer right here. And we have our cameras in front of the way, so shouldn't be taking a lot of copyright.
Out there.
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
So right off rip, I ain't gonna lie, I do like the reflections and all that. I can tell this is a console, not PC, because you can see like it's a little bit more pixelated on this shit. But I will say it's looking good for a fucking console game. I ain't gonna lie, but you can always tell there's some frame drops when they're walking. So I don't know if you see that. Yeah, there's some frame drops in the background, but this is a trailer video, so I'll let it slide. And then right here, we got the downtown. I will say they made this shit look very realistic to Miami. And then these buildings and all that crap. I do like this so far.
Even with the cars too. You see people pulling jet skis. You see the rednecks driving their trucks. So this is like very to the T of what Florida is so far.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I do like the sand right there. I don't know if you saw the sand a little bit right there. Like the sand, you can actually see the leaving footprints or whatnot. The sand aspect is looking realistic. I do like that. Right now, the one thing I'm saying right off the rip that I saw even from pictures, the lighting quality is A1 in this game. And if y'all don't know, they used $2 billion to produce this fucking game. $2 billion, more than any game in history. Most games going like 300 million, which was Spider-Man 2. This is tripling that, quadruple with $2 billion, bro.
Remember also, Twin, this is the raw draft. Yeah. Like, this is not even finished yet because they're still working on it. They're still fixing it. So, like you said, they spent $2 billion, right?
$2 billion.
So, just imagine this is not even the finished product. So, I mean,
right now we're looking.
Y'all put in time and effort and all that shit, but how much y'all gonna be charging their pockets?
Facts. Imagine it was 60, bro. It's GG's, but they got the beers, American, like red, wine, blue. They got the police and shit.
You saw the hobo too at the store?
Oh, this is the part that people were saying that where they showed like 10, 15 second clips of this, and they're like, she's taking over the internet already.
He might have.
I ain't gonna lie, she's a baddie, bro. Everybody thinking she's Dominican and Puerto Rican. I'm like, I see it.
Hey, she might be.
So this is the song that they're doing a bunch of copyright on, the one you hear in the background. But they'd be like 3 seconds like this, and they telling YouTubers, oh, copyright, and people just think it's a fucking desperate artist label that's just trying to nickel them down because they know GTA. GTA haven't commented, but people are talking about that shit. Oh, she thick as hell. Now I see why they're hyped about her. Yeah.
Oh, this is not the end, Twin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's more.
You know that Rule 34 about to go crazy. Look at that bully Modelos. So they look like they're already doing a heist because they saw you saw the helicopter, all that shit, right?
It's just the start for us.
Well, another thing that people are saying too is that Brian dude, apparently he's supposed to be like the next Lester or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're showing her off a lot in this trailer. Now I see the hype. First they were showing him off in the beginning. They're like, he's only like 30 seconds. The rest of the 3 minutes gonna be her.
Oh yeah. Trust me, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, no, they knew.
They knew.
They know how to sell the game.
They got your name, address, they got everything.
So we already got a bunch of bank robberies and some gang affiliation shit right here.
yeah.
So
We gotta protect each other.
we got FBI's, Bonnie Clyde. That lighting looks amazing in that scene right there. People, they show this image of her doing this kick right here, like in the article, right there with that kick, and they're like, "Is this just a scene, or they're trying to tease knowing Rockstar's history that you could do actually MMA and kick fighting and all this stuff?" Because you know how they had a basketball and golf.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
That'd be a great idea. I mean, I wouldn't like. I would love that whole idea if they did that shit. So.
Oh yeah, that would be great because that'll be another different thing that they added to the game.
Right.
Because like you said, they already do golfing. They already do some other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this is Vice City right here. So they're bringing back the Vice City just like in GTA 5 brought up back the Los Santos. So even though it's Miami, they're calling it Vice City or whatever. Just like they call Los Angeles Los Santos.
Twin, you know that scene that you just passed where the truck is pulling that safe?
Yeah.
They're saying people are also saying that is supposed to imitate Fast and the Furious. Remember when they take the whole fucking bank thing through that bridge in I think it was like Key West or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So they're saying that is from that, connecting it to Fast and the Furious. This right here, this shot where you have it at.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, chat. This is a real motel in, I believe, Miami or where's it at?
This is in Miami, most likely Miami.
So this is based on a real hotel that they have out there. The way they have the lighting on the palm trees going around it, the way that pink sign is, it's actually from a real hotel that is out there.
And if I remember correctly, I think they said this hotel is based on the one in the 1970s that they even Scarface in, if I remember correctly. So
I think so. That's what they were mentioning.
They're getting inspirations from multiple fucking like outsources, like the whole them two being together is like a Bonnie and Clyde type of vibe,
yeah,
right? In the storyline. And then you have on top of that, you have like the Miami like locations that they did Fast and the Furious, fucking Scarface, and all these type of places. And I think even the Godfather 2 video game, they had a fourth of the game, a third of the game that you had to take over mafia like regions in Miami as well. So they're taking a lot of inspiration from other games, which is a good sign because they know what people like and they're taking the good parts and all those and putting it into the game. So I think that's a good element so far.
No, for sure.
So yeah, let's continue.
You hit those dots really good. I like what you said. I like the comment.
Oh yeah, they got the strip club.
You notice? Did you notice the Easter egg there?
What the? What?
Hey.
Look at the PlayStation. They're saying that's supposed to be a representation of the PlayStation right there next to the TV.
Oh shit! Console. Yeah. They did that last one with the I think the Xbox. Yeah, that's actually dope.
Controller on the table.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, people are actually pretty good at like fucking pointing out certain things.
I even noticed that, bro. So already we're gonna get some jet skis. I was like, everybody knew that shit was coming. Like,
oh no, come on, you're in Florida. It has to be a staple.
They just showing her ass and like everything possible, bro.
Bro, honestly,
they know what they were doing, bro. They ain't slick, bro.
Yeah, exactly. We caught you, Rockstar. We caught you in 4K, Rockstar.
We ain't stupid, bro. We ain't stupid, dog. We know what y'all doing. Y'all ain't slick.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you gotta be part of the crew, big bad crew right there.
I know, right? That's our triplet right there.
I like how they had the Vice City colors for it. I really like that.
They brought it back.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you, twin. If you ask me, I'm gonna buy it. It's gonna be enough. I don't want GTA 6. I don't care for GTA 6. I didn't like GTA 5 to be honest. I think the game is gonna be good. That doesn't tell me the game is not gonna be good, but I just don't think I'm gonna be hyped for GTA.
I don't think it's gonna be at its peak either.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm not sold to it.
Is it gonna be good for what they're promising to be the next game for the next gens, like the PlayStation Pro, the PlayStation, all those new PlayStations that just dropped right now, like the Pro. I forget what's the other one that is supposed to have like better resolutions and all that stuff. I feel like, is it gonna be at its peak? Like, oh, this is like wow, like wow factor. I don't think so, because like you said, you're gonna notice where it's dropping frames. You're gonna notice where it's not the quality is not there. You know what I mean?
The question
And
they're
with it,
asking if they're gonna have the PC port on launch or not. If they do, then we might see a lot of technical things be fixed off rip because they had to accommodate all consoles. The other question is they asking if it's gonna be crossplay. Because if crossplay becomes a thing, the endless possibilities could be crazy.
I feel like for online, it might be crossplay.
For a $2 billion
It,
company, I wanted crossplay.
it would just be smart if they do it. Exactly. It would just be off the rip. If you give me crossplay, it's just smart for you to go that route.
And
Honestly, you would make more sales. People would be jumping on this game right away because it would be the first Grand Theft Auto to be crossplay. So it's like y'all already making history right there. Like the opportunity is there, and they should go with it. They should take it.
The other thing I think that's a very big vital part about this whole thing is people forget, as of like 2 years ago, GTA RP, the server for the RP app, been bought by Rockstar. So now they own the RP franchise as well. So my question is, they said that they're gonna put RP elements into GTA 6 Online. My question is, are they gonna add that GTA 6 RP into the actual game and then make it crossplay, or is it still going to be exclusive to PC? Because then I feel like that's a lot of money being wasted on the table.
Honestly, I feel like they're probably gonna start it with PC, the RP,
Mm-hmm.
just so they can test it and they can see how it's gonna do and all that stuff. And then they might bring it to console, but then I don't know that what factor plays of like, because on PC the possibilities are endless. You can
Right.
do so much. On console, you're bound to like not doing so much because with the PC you can download mods, you can do this, you can do that. With the console, it's very hard to do all of that in one console that can handle all of that stuff.
Yeah, but
And that's what they're
I think my gripe with that whole aspect, right, is you're wasting opportunities that could be, one, not just make a money maker for you, but two, we're bringing a whole community together rather than separate. If you look at the PlayStation and Xbox community for Grand Theft Auto, it's still there, probably in a few hundred
Mhm,
thousands. But
mhm.
when GTA RP came out, we have damn near fucking millions almost.
Oh
800,
yeah.
900,000 people because they could do more. So imagine you put that crossplay element with the RP all set. You're not gonna go lower than 500,000 throughout your lifespan because there's people that, let's just say GTA doesn't have the updates ready for their stuff that they're gonna put in, but modders do. So modders could just do things that they
No,
want for the
exactly.
game
Exactly.
and put other aspects that could be fun for the players until the GTA brings out their fucking shit out. So I think you're
No,
just
yeah,
losing
for
an
sure.
opportunity to make a lot of money if those two elements had to be together. You had to put RP and crossplay. If you put both together, now to make the RP, of course, it's gonna be had to done by PC people. But just like in other games like Baldur's Gate, you could download mods on a console, but to create the mods, you need a PC, of course. But I think if you do something like that, it's gonna be ridiculous what the fuck you
But
could do.
remember, we're talking about AAA company that they haven't done stuff in the past. We're talking about these companies that are lacking so much. They're missing
Mhm.
opportunities. They don't want to do nothing, but they just want to continue to overcharge us. They want to take money out of our pocket. So, like you said, I agree with you. The ball is on their court right now, and it's time for them to start making plays. And what better, bigger company to do the steps that they need to do than Rockstar, especially when they're dropping a big game that has a bunch of followers that, like you said, y'all not gonna lose followers. Look at how long it took you guys to make GTA 6 from GTA 5.
Facts.
Look at how many people are still playing GTA 5. Either role play online or because you guys added the casinos and the
Right.
DLCs, the bunch of DLCs.
Right.
So with this, y'all have the opportunity to just take it to the sky and go from there, bro.
Literally,
And
it's
and
unlimited,
honestly,
unlimited
no,
potential.
exactly. And right now, Rockstar, the ball's on your hand. The clock is ticking.
Do
Let's
what
see
you
what
want
y'all
with
can
that.
bring. Yeah, let's see what y'all can bring.
Uh-huh.
But either that doesn't mean to hurt our pockets. That
Right.
doesn't
Right.
mean fucking make my pockets fucking. Just because you're adding all these elements that we're talking about, just because you want to add RP online, uh, like my twin said, you guys have the opportunity to do so much. That doesn't mean come and charge me almost 200 for a fucking video game, you know? Just
Right.
because y'all added that stuff.
Right.
Y'all cut corners on certain things to give me certain things. Let's get back into the laboratory. Let's get back into the kitchen. Let's cook up how we can provide that without hurting the fans' pockets. Because if you start messing with the fans, that's where fans are going to start walking away.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm gonna end it. Because
yeah, I'm agree with all that. I think that's a big issue is how you plan to launch. And another thing I didn't like about GTA 5, the campaign came out for a month and then the multiplayer came out the next month. The thing was that pissed me off was it took us like about 3 hours to get onto the online, 6 hours, 9 hours, depending who you were. And the thing that made it frustrating was, let's just say you had 30 days to prep for the online. Game came out September, and then the fucking online came out October. That means for a month, you already knew how many users bought the game. So let's just say 5 million people bought the game in a month, right? You should prepare your server for 5 million people to log on, right?
no,
Maybe
exactly, because
half
you're
of
getting
that.
your numbers.
But my
Yeah.
thing is, the first day is going to be the most people. So my thing is, it's not like it's in day one and you didn't expect this. No, all these people bought that shit. It's already been out in the market. You should already have estimate numbers and you already fucked that up. So that's what scares me is the last time they did this, the preparation wasn't there.
No, and it's gonna be about, like you said, we're talking about all of this once the game comes out.
Yeah.
But like the key moment that you hit right there was, what are you gonna do on launch day? How it's gonna be launched? What is gonna come out on the first launch day? What are you guys gonna give us? What can we do? What can we do? That's where you guys need to focus at first. Yeah, once the game is out, you can focus on the RP, the online, adding extra stuff, but make sure the launch is meeting fans' expectations, but not only fans, but you as a triple A company, that you are giving us the wow factor and that you're gonna keep us hooked there. That we're not gonna want to go nowhere else and just continue to play GTA 5 GTA 6 for the next 2, 3, 4 years, or however long it's gonna take you to make another GTA, you know?
Yeah.
That is where it's at. The
Now,
launch day is the key moment.
Now, the other thing I want you to watch, right, which is the part I saw, because this is how I knew a little bit parts of the fucking thing, because he showed parts of it, was Angry Joe's reaction to the whole thing that's going on with YouTubers that's trying to do this shit. He said he had to re-upload the video and whatnot, but yeah, it kind of pissed him off because he had 1 second clips, and they're like, oh, fucking copyright, and he was getting fucking heated. So let me show you this shit real quick. So I'll show this to the chat. And if y'all don't know who this is Angry Joe. Angry Joe's who we watched the other time. So the Angry Joe show,
Yes.
go follow it, give it a like and a follow. He's one of my inspirations why I do social media with a few other streamers like the Black Hokage, another great one that talked about a lot of stuff with the GTA 6 as well. But Joe's is a very interesting one because you see here he has these fucking timestamps where this is the timestamps you get as a content creator if you get copyright claims and they show you. So I'm going to show you right now how he had this whole situation handled by the actual company. So let's give it a watch. Oh.
Auto 6 video. All right, guys, I got to speak up about this one, which is copyright claims on our Grand Theft Auto 6 video. It is absolutely insane. It's out of control. I've been trying to follow YouTube's policies and helpful bits and editor where they allow you to replace the song or replace all the audio, but this is getting out of control. It's getting unfair for content creators, and it's getting bad again. And I've noticed this as a trend. So, especially with Grand Theft Auto 6, something like this is big. They anticipate a lot of views, and so these bots will crawl, sucking up every fucking penny, making sure that the content, monetization goes towards, whatever.
And the other thing he is mentioning too is like there's all those tools, and this shit being an editor that we in YouTube, for those that don't know, before you upload a clip, TikTok and people that do shorts and whatnot, there's a little button that says check for copyright.
Yeah. Yep.
I know somebody as big as him always clicks that button, right? You wouldn't be
Hell yeah, it's a
you
must.
wouldn't be in 3.2.7 million followers if you didn't follow those fucking little niche things and tools, because no matter how much you think it's not copyright, you still want to go and double check with those audio like scanners. So somebody like him that probably does that shit all the time and still got hit with a copyright claim tells you there's a problem with the publisher. That's just me just like knowing how successful he is. Damn well he doesn't play with that shit, because he wouldn't get that big if it wasn't for things like that.
No, yeah, exactly. And another thing that I want to hit on and talk about is YouTube. I love your platform. I've always wanted to be an entertainer on YouTube. I always wanted to make YouTube videos. I always have try to follow what you guys add to the guidelines, what you guys take off, where you guys are more lenient, where you guys are not more lenient. But over time, you guys have gotten so uptight about fucking copyright that it's not even a fucking joke anymore. I remember this started being an issue back in like 2020, I want to say, or 2021, where even if you were like a IRL streamer on YouTube or whatever it was, that if you were at a fucking gas station or a fucking store and it plays the music and you're trying to talk over it because you know how YouTube is such of a big dick that it still fucking hits you with the copyright. Mind you, you tag the song, you put it in the description, you type that it's not yours, that you don't own the copyrights to this music, blah, blah, blah. You follow YouTube guidelines and you do all the right stuff. You're hitting the bulletin boards, the bulletin things that you're supposed to check on before you upload a video. But nah, they're saying you didn't follow that shit. Guess what? We're going to give you a copyright strike.
Now, to be
and you
fair,
know what happens when you get multiple of those? Then when you go back, exactly, you lose your channel. But not only that, you have the rights to fight back for your channel, or if you fixed it, or if you didn't do it right, or whatever. YouTube still tells you, no, it doesn't matter you fixed it, because the aftermath is that it fucking got copyright the first time you did it. So we're still gonna keep you
you could appeal the claims, but the problem is it's not YouTube that's the one punishing you. It's the companies. Because if you look at it, says where the copyright is done. He's gonna mention it here, and a lot of other YouTubers are saying that the only problem they're having with YouTube is they don't step in to protect the content creators.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, they're like, oh, we didn't do it. You're the one that posted the shit with this music on it, and they just act like their hands are clean and all this. But at the same time,
because they're getting their cut no matter what.
Yeah.
They're still getting their cut. Whether you fixed your issue or you didn't fix your issue, they're still screwing you over, because at the end of the day, they're getting their cut from whatever it might be, from the ad, from the music that you're playing, because that company still has to pay out YouTube some. I'm not saying they get paid out like thousands of dollars. It's fucking pennies. It's fucking dollars. It's fucking like, in that range.
Adds up.
But
I'm just saying.
No, and that's what I was gonna say, Twin. Shit still adds up. YouTube is still making their money.
Fuck them, bro.
As us using your platform to create videos, where are you guys to protect us? Where are you to protect the entertainer and be like, stay on our platform because we're gonna have your back no matter who it is giving you the copyright.
Definitely if they're not in the
strike.
wrong, like in this instance. But you know, let's continue watching, see how this shit gets exaggerated.
Penny, making sure that the content, monetization goes towards, whatever. In this case, it's the record companies. The record companies use a stupid song.
Yeah, the record
hot
company,
together
not
from
YouTube.
The Pointer
And
Sisters.
he even admit that.
And
It's
I've
the
never
record
seen
labels.
this bad. Usually, you can, if you keep your stuff under 10 seconds, that gets under the bot. I disagree with that. I mean, our content is transformative. We're talking over it. So if we go
Right.
30 seconds and we're talking over it and we have different transformative video properties, to me, that's fair use. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow your stupid rules. I'm going to go under 10
This is not
seconds.
straight
Now
without
they're claiming
interruption
2
of that
seconds.
song.
And they're being dishonest. They're saying, okay, this clip from
Just can't interrupt it.
1654 to 1757 is all of the
3
audio
seconds.
playing, when actually it was just the first 3 seconds. Then it's us talking with we pause the video, we pause the
Which
video,
we just
which
did in
pauses
Twitch,
the
but
song, which
YouTube
makes
is
the
an
song
issue.
impossible to play during that.
Right.
But this robot, or maybe this is a manual review, I can't see that anymore. I used to be able to see whether it was a bot or a manual review. Now I feel like this is a manual
They
review.
took that out recently.
Now they hide it. Yeah, now they hide
Because
it.
of companies ask for that,
that
not
was
YouTube.
found at
Companies
24
want to be little
12
bitches.
to 24 14. So let's go there now together. 24. But here, let me just give you an example. So here they say, what is this? 1954 through 2151. So let's play 1954 through 2151. Here we go.
Start for us.
Be a bounty hunter, but for ant stuff.
Start for us.
Be a bounty hunter, but so we stop.
Yo,
it
that's
here and we
great.
start
That's
talking.
the little
That's
bit.
This
crazy.
segment is 1 second. 1 second.
1 second, 53
One
to
fucking
54.
second. And then we
That's
start talking to
crazy.
an animal hunter. That would be sweet.
Florida man, they do it.
Florida
Yeah,
man.
all the
Join 'em
audio
up.
shit they
Look,
use.
she
Shit's
loves
crazy.
snakes. One of them loves snakes. Either Jason or her. You can have a pet snake.
That
You have
alien's
to remember
crazy.
to feed. Either Jason or her. You can have a pet snake. You're gonna have to remember to feed.
Right
And
there.
we
That
have-
what?
That
That's not even
1
a
second,
second.
1
That's not
second,
even
bro.
is that not a second? Because that's not even.
It's about like probably
those
0.75 as a
are-
second.
No. Those are milliseconds,
Whatever,
bro. Milliseconds.
And the worst part is, right, you see all this, like, this is how much he takes this shit serious, him and his gang. And you think that they really will fuck this up? Like, let's be really honest here. They're doing the most. Like, that's just
Like, at this
ridiculous.
At this point, you guys are reaching, but the problem that YouTubers and I'm gonna keep saying it. The problem that YouTubers are having is, where the fuck is YouTube to stand up for their entertainers? If it
Facts.
wasn't for
That
these
is-
entertain, if it wasn't for these entertainers, YouTube will not be as big as it is right now, man.
Now, to be fair, I've seen some times where YouTubers get hit with strikes and they will appeal it and then YouTube will back them up. But then there's other times like big name companies like Rockstar that has the publishers come after them and they don't want to get after because that company is fucking mega huge. Like,
Yeah,
Rockstar.
exactly.
So, you know, and YouTube, remember, was the first platform to get the PP slap. When back in the MySpace days, people would copy and paste the videos.
Exactly.
I know YouTube didn't have no copyright back then, so people from wrestling, people from fucking other places were all done that shit back then, and there was nothing for it like back then to protect the properties. So now they got things to protect the properties, and now YouTube's like, well, we had the biggest lawsuit of all time in the mid 2000s because of copyright. We don't want to be in that situation again. So
No, and that's the problem. Yeah,
so let's continue.
it's crazy.
half a second segment here. 34
Half a second,
milliseconds.
34
Yo,
milliseconds.
34
Time that fucking
milliseconds.
song plays again.
Holy
Yet they're
cow!
copyrighted. all of that,
34
which
milliseconds.
is wrong. That's
34.
a lie. That's disingenuous. That's that wouldn't hold up in a court of law, and
Oh, let me
it's
show
wrong.
Joe.
It's fucking
Let's show his
bullshit,
face.
and it pisses me off. 1954 all the way to
Oh, yeah,
21
you're
or 51.
bugging.
No, you're not even being serious. You're just claiming the whole fucking.
It's her
thing
ass shake
that
is in
we
the thing.
were-
That's why, bro.
that we were talking over. this whole bit.
Guys,
Like,
we're ringing the bell.
so you're
Somebody
that's
did
your
well
content
at Long John Silver.
us talking
You ring the bell
to a single image.
That bell has with what
Oh yeah.
excellent.
Oh yeah.
aspects.
Angry Joe is
Another
not living up to
second.
his name, bro. Because I will be fucking cursing the
Oh
fuck
no
out of
no!
YouTube.
Just wait, just wait,
Another
just
half
wait.
second
This is
of
the PG
audio
part.
here. 1
Just
second and
wait.
9
I love
milliseconds.
how you said that. Just wait.
You cannot seriously claim that your song
Just wait.
is
Just wait.
being disenfranchised and
It
people
gets
are
better.
listening to the song through my video where I'm playing it 1 second, then going back and then playing, and then 1 second, and then jumping ahead, and then it's not a
Let 'em cook.
replacement for that. This is fair use. There's never been a more clear version of fair use. But yet, you're going to claim the entire fucking section of your audio. This wouldn't hold up in court. This is bullshit. This is an abuse of the copyright system.
Right.
And it's getting excessive. So I came over here. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put my fucking audio track on over your audio track.
I think some people are gonna be happy with what
And it ruins the video.
And that's the only way I could get around this.
physics. That's an excellent aspect.
Where the older lady?
But I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. That is bullshit.
Exactly.
I fucking hate this. They're treating content creators like shit, and they're bullying
are.
people.
Yeah.
So 2412 to 2414 is the next one. Let's go to that one. That's the one that I wanted to talk about. There's
Look at this.
2412 to 2414. Literally 2 seconds of content. This bit right here. So here we go. More impactful story. Not that the first story was bad.
And let's get
Question.
3 Trevors. Like,
Ooh, thank you.
quality character.
You saw it. I'm pausing from point one.
Joe used the song. Did you hear it? Your whole 48-minute video is now mine. That's mine. The pennies on the dollar that you use to fund your show is now ours. It's the record label's money. Because you used 2 seconds. 2 seconds played. It's ours now. Fuck you.
I
I'm
told you,
re-uploading
let him
this
cook.
fucking video with some fucking
Nah,
changes.
He needs to
And
give me
claim
more.
me for 2 seconds.
Oh, he gets better.
Claim me for 2 seconds again. I'm gonna leave this
It gets better.
fucking
Watch.
segment completely alone.
Watch.
You claim me for 2 seconds. If you claim me for 2 seconds, I'm gonna submit the dispute. And if you don't let go of that dispute and you open it up for a DMCA, we're going to court. We'll go to fucking court over 2 seconds. You'll lose in court.
Let's go.
I'll find a good lawyer. I'll ask other YouTubers.
Another
do a
YouTuber's
fucking
been through this
Indiegogo,
and won
do a
these shits.
Kickstarter. I don't give a fuck. 2 seconds. Someone needs to make a fucking stand. Okay? I'm tired of you fucking.
Go follow
bullying our
Joe,
channel.
everybody. Go
I'm
follow
tired of you
Joe.
probably bullying a bunch of other channels that don't have
Yep.
any way to stop this kind of shit.
Facts.
No. Claim the 2
Facts.
fucking seconds. See what happens.
Facts.
It's not worth it.
Fight that shit, bro.
This fucking bullshit. So now, okay, so I'm going to put the whole video modified at the end of this rant, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Shit that I have to deal with all the fucking time. It makes my job so much harder, as if I don't already work of so many fucking hours a week. Then I'm fucking putting in hours and hours of this
Do the
kind
editing.
of shit, re-editing and editing,
Yeah,
and re-editing, and uploading,
exactly.
and waiting for ready.
Yeah.
And it like blows out
And
a whole
pushes them
fucking
back.
day when I should be doing other shit. I should
Facts.
be finishing a video game. It should be, it's fucking. It pisses me off so much, and
No,
it
I
needs to
understand
stop.
where
You're
he's
not
coming
even
from
following
because-
your own fucking.
You're not the one fucking editing.
Right.
You're not the one sitting here fucking trying to
Facts.
be smart, trying to be funny, trying to do all of this. You already have in your mind, bro, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna record this, I'm gonna be funny, I'm gonna do this, that, the third. But yeah, before I can even hit record, I get a notification on my phone, hey, review your fucking video, re-edit that shit. It probably took him more than what? An hour, 2 hours to fucking edit that video?
Oh, 48
And now you're-
minutes? That's probably 3 hours minimum, and that's being nice.
No, exactly. And then you're telling him to sit for another 3 hours to fucking edit the fucking video again and to take out the shit, the 0.34 milliseconds that you copy fucking write it?
Eating dick. That's all they do. Eating dick.
0.34 milliseconds. Bitch, let me do that shit to you in return.
I
You
I swear to God, bro.
You'll be jumping on my ass to take that shit down, to
Twin,
fucking remove it,
twin.
to take the fucking strike back, because it's not fucking fair.
Twin, imagine I could counter sue and be like, oh, you just claimed the other 47 minutes of the video, whatever. All right, now I want you to double pay me back that 47 minutes because I had to re-edit this shit. And if you lose your claim, this should be a rule. If let's just say you try to take the whole 48 minutes like he said, right?
Yo.
And you were wrong. Let's just say I had to take that video down for like 6 hours because of the dispute, or 10 days,
You
or
lose
whatever.
revenue.
I want no. I want
money.
sue them for all the time that they wasted for that video. I want to sue them for the time that I had to waste other edits I could have been doing for this shit. I want to waste time. I want money for the time that you wasted for my team for not getting paid the extra money they would have made. I would have made a big ass $1 million like countersuit claim because where's my shit? I think I posted a comment right here. I posted right here. I hope this goes to court so YouTube creators comments blows this up and put greedy fucks on the stand with bad press. Also, Joe to win and get this countersuit to make claims of this whole thing wasted his team's time. Having wasted less time, work, and production on their channel for making this video, slowing down the process of others and others' times wasted in court as well, nickel and dimed them back for punishment. I said, Joe's literally an entertainment media's hero because anything from games, shows, and movies, this man literally put a stand against the fuckery. Good stuff, Joe, and your team standing here against the bullshit. Because it makes no sense that you just wasted my time, right? You made my shit get a strike right there, right? I get a fucking strike. Now I have to take my shit down. Or if it was staying up on the fucking web, I would have made thousands or hundreds of thousands of views and made hundreds of or thousands of dollars. Now I lost all that shit because you became a greedy fuck. You, the fucking publisher. Fuck that, bro. I'm gonna ask for like, oh, I would have made 100,000 here, but then you made me be late for this video. That's another 10,000 you made me fucking waste there, and then you made me waste time for this video that's supposed to come out next week. That's another 5,000. So I'm just gonna sue you for 10 mil. Just to make it easy, because I don't feel me doing this math is me wasting time, because time is money. So I'm just gonna shoot $10 million flat. Pay me the 10 million and never fucking sue me again. That's what I'll do in the court. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you know what? And this reminds me of another YouTuber. I believe that happened the same thing with him. I'm not too sure how the story goes or what actually happened. But mind you, he's doing it over a video game, right?
Right.
Let me flip the script. Now you have a YouTuber. Hey, I don't know if you know him. Shout outs to Tommy G. He makes videos of doing ride-alongs with the cops, the lifestyle of gang members, videos like that.
Yeah.
He partnered up with Little Mabu to do a video. Little Mabu let him use his music in the background,
and his publishers got him.
And his publisher and his record label, they still fucking gave him the copyright strike.
Yo, it's funny because a lot of companies done that before in the past where the artist themselves gave rights to the fucking person to use their shit. And then later on, the publisher attacked them. And then you see, like I said, I forgot who it was, but the artist put a video out and saying, hey, yo, why are you attacking my man? I gave him rights. It's my song.
Exactly.
And the publisher's like, oh shit, we didn't know. Why are you making all these attacks? Why do you think a fucking famous person with 3 million views will use that fucking song, for example? Like LeBron, he used to use a lot of Drake music for his son Bronny when he was in high school. Imagine OVO went and Cash Money and Universal went after fucking LeBron James when Drake is clearly in the video clapping for Bronny and shows the friendship too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how stupid you look? That means you didn't say, hey, Drake, did you let LeBron James use your music? Yeah, I did. OVO and Universal and Cash Crew. I mean, I said Cash Crew, but Cash Money.
Hey, it'll happen.
And then they're like, oh shit, okay, we're not gonna put this fucking copyright claim and made a big deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lack of fucking transparency with the fucking publisher. It shows how greedy they are.
That's the crazy
I get protecting artists, but my thing is like, we know these artists give permissions. Why don't you call them first and say, hey, does this YouTuber have permission to use shit? Or they buy your shit? And then like no, first if the artist say no, then check if he bought the rights to the song through your fucking your system. And if he didn't buy it there too, then go after his ass. But they're just like, oh, I hear it, click. Like there's
no exactly, and that's where you said the lack of transparency and all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, because this is what happened with Tommy G.
Yeah.
Tommy G made a video just like how Joe did.
Yeah.
Showing the clips of where he was getting copyright,
yeah,
and then showing the messages between him and Little Mabu saying, hey, you're cool to use my music. I talked to my team let me know that we're good to go on both ends. You're like on the clear, you shouldn't get copyright, you're not gonna have a strike. Mind you, he's showing this on another YouTube video that he posted because he's angry.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah. YouTube doesn't give a fuck because it's not enough evidence.
The thing that cracks me up is, bro, these fucking publishers hate when the YouTubers do that shit and expose what the YouTubers actually see. But guess what, you fucking cucks? If you're gonna sue me for you're gonna take the whole video for 1 fucking minute, I'm gonna expose your ass to the world. So this one goes in court. All I have to do is show the YouTube video of me showing all the segments. I don't even have to bring my fucking shit. I don't even have to bring the actual fucking page because I put it already YouTube video for a whole jury called the world. You fucking cucks. Like,
bro, and that's where like bro. And exactly, you're already big, you're already a celebrity, you're already out here, your name is known. Yes, Angry Joe has how much? 3.2 million.
Yeah,
that's not nearly to what the fucking record label has or whoever the artist is.
That probably have hundreds of millions, billions, maybe.
Exactly. So it's like for you to sit here and be petty as fuck to take a 0.34 millisecond audio.
But that's the worst part.
Fucking mind-boggling.
The worst part is, I think they would be greedy if they do for every 1 second, 3 seconds. But that's not even the worst part. They're doing the whole 48 minutes. You're telling me out of let's just say the whole amount is like it's like 2 minutes worth of fucking copyright, but it's separated in 10 seconds, 1 second, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. You're gonna take the whole 48 minutes for about 3 minutes of fucking so-called copyright. The whole 48? Like that's
mind you, out of the whole 48, you're copywriting 1 point something seconds.
Yeah.
And the rest is his own vocals, it's his own voice, it's his own self. And you're telling me that you're gonna claim his voice when
that's part of 48, apparently.
Like, which is fucking crazy already as it is.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's continue.
Apparently, I have a deal with y'all that y'all own my voice now.
Right.
And if that's the case, y'all better start giving me my
money, bro. Like,
I'm saying, if not, I'm gonna see you in court for using my voice.
I'm saying, bro. Let's see what else happens.
Rules. If you're claiming clips that are 2 seconds, you're in the wrong.
Facts.
YouTube, you need to fucking
RCA
help. And don't YouTube be like, oh, no, this is not us. We're washing our hands, because that's what they always do. Is like, if it's their content, they have all the tools. It's them doing it. Yes, but you're giving them the tools to copyright 2 seconds. And they're using those tools, and they're saying, this 3-minute segment is now ours. They give this timestamp all the way to this timestamp and say all that content is theirs when they're lying. Only the first second is, and then another 2 seconds here, and then maybe 1/2 a second.
And if they wanted those 1 second, 3 seconds, 1 second, Joe would literally do the fucking math and give them the pennies for those small little segments, right? But to get 3 minutes out of that fucking 3 seconds in that 3 minute span is bullshit. Now, if you want only the 1 second, 3 second, 10 seconds, that's fine. I think it's petty. But fine,
bro.
But it's not even that. You're asking for a 3-minute segment, and that 3-minute segment does 10 seconds in that 3 minutes that has your song.
But that's not even
you don't own the other 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the fucking audio. Like,
but the moral of the story is, like Joe is saying, 2 seconds here, 1 second here, milliseconds over here.
You make 1 penny.
You're really gonna sit here and cry for that fucking nickel and dime that you're fucking getting, bro? Like, I get it. It adds up because he's not the only fucking YouTuber using your fucking audio. There's a fucking hundreds probably or millions probably using your audio.
And they get hundreds of thousands of views like Angry Joe.
Exactly. Like you're acting like you're a fucking thirsty bitch. For fucking what?
My thing is, money. If they claim I want money for this 1 second, the money for this 3 seconds, and money for the 10. I'll be fine. But my problem is you're gonna do the fucking
extra
the
minute,
minute
the
and a half
extra
before
minute,
that
yeah.
and a minute and a half
Yeah.
after that part. That makes no sense. You tell me the 3 minutes before and after whatever, it's your problem. I mean, the 1 minute and a half between the before and after that 10-second or 3-second part.
And you know why they're doing that? Because they're being gritty.
Yeah, and that's just greedy.
They're being greedy
That's
because
greedy.
they're saying we're not getting that one fucking nickel. We're not getting that 95 cents that we're gonna get from that 2 seconds that you recorded. No, we're gonna make our $10 from those 3 minutes that we're fucking claiming that it's ours,
And
which is fucking crazy.
That's excessive, but yeah,
It is.
yeah,
Here. That's a fucking lie. That is an abuse of the copyright system.
right. I would
I'm
agree.
not standing for it. Fuck it. So here's the re-upload. Okay, I'm gonna add this segment in here for
You say
some
here's
of
a re-upload.
those of you who want to follow along. We're gonna go through the content, in a more
This part he
organized
shows
manner.
how
So, here you
he
go.
actually looked
The
at all
first
sections.
bit, so that's the initial trailer reaction.
But he re-uploaded the video. He said "Thug Life."
I just put a song pretty much over
didn't-
all
I
of
didn't
it,
get
so
that.
that should be taken care
Oh,
of. Now,
well, he didn't say
react
"Thug Life," but he
on-
said
okay,
this
I'm gonna
part.
add this. I'm not scared. First, saying this timestamp and say all that
Watch
content
this.
is theirs when
He's
they're
not gonna
lying.
re-upload. Fuck it.
Only the first second is, and then another 2 seconds here, and then maybe 1/2 a second here. That's a fucking lie. That is an abuse of the copyright system. I'm not standing for it. Fuck it. So here's the re-upload. Okay, I'm gonna add this segment in here for
So
some
he
of
said "fucking
the-
re-upload it," but
that should be taken care of. Now they say this next bit at 16:54
So
through
this is a big chunk. I get it.
17:57. That's about 1 minute. That's this whole section right here. And here's what plays.
and he fixed that. That's fair. It's a minute worth
That's
of
all
fucking
that plays.
music.
And then we pause. And you see, I was going to put the whole song throughout the whole thing, but it doesn't play.
Lesson already.
It's just
or
us talking.
Has
Yeah.
it been 26 years? So they
Yo,
do all
that's
the
talking?
fuck they want to put
That's
whatever
fucking
kind of music.
crazy.
Though that
That wasn't even a whole minute, but he's still nice enough to put it for that 3 seconds. But but yeah.
It's gonna really.
So I'm not
increase the
gonna
rating.
cover that. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
we've
We
seen certain
yeah.
ratings.
Okay, yeah. We do 2 seconds here, huh? Go ahead, claim the 2-second clip. You know what? I'm gonna put that over the 2-second clip.
And
Hands above your heads now!
guard, that's the one that was done for you.
Just talking,
Well, and then-
talking.
Yeah,
talking.
it was in
Then when they
Veilguard,
do the
that's one that
MP5s
was done for you.
Hands above your head!
right here,
That's
and
crazy,
I just realized
bro.
that now they're gonna claim this section that that I'm doing right here.
That's fucking crazy.
So it seems very where you're. So of this, there's 2 second here, 2 second here. That's
Bro.
4 second. That's 6 seconds, and then here the
He
song
was
isn't even
Vegas
really
Pro.
playing. But you're claiming, and you've claimed the entire section, the whole 1 minute section, which was a fucking lie. So that's that section. Now we move on to so here's 1841 through 1848. Here's this section.
That's just in 10 seconds.
Less than 10 seconds, by the way, which is under the
Fair use
allowance
law.
made. That's bullshit. But I'm
That's
gonna put that
crazy,
there.
bro.
All right, 1954 through 2151. That entire fucking section here, and I went ahead and put for the 2-second clips. There's whatever. This is so frustrating. But this apparently that is entirely theirs, and we're not talking Rockstar. This is not Rockstar. This is not Rockstar doing it. This is
yeah.
the
RCA.
record company doing it. This is whoever owns the Hot Together, the Stupid Sisters.
Unless we get 3 Trevors.
Yeah, but I
Or
feel like
Trevor quality.
Okay, and then
Like he said earlier,
what's next?
in
Alex
these
is
moments
fucking
like
over
this,
it,
do a
bro.
literal 2.
Oh my god.
this is how I feel too. This is how I feel too. Just like how he said, it's not Rockstar itself doing it, right, chat? It's
a
the
music
record
label.
label.
Yep.
So where the fuck is YouTube? Where the fuck is Rockstar saying, hey, we uploaded this video. We're gonna let the YouTubers react to it because it's gonna get us more people to want to fucking play the game. You know what? In return for doing that for us, for putting the game out there, for giving the game more fucking live, for doing whatever, for putting us on social media, for putting us on all these platforms, we're gonna cover your asses, use the video how you please, and your guys are not gonna get a copyright strike.
I'm gonna be fair to I'm gonna be fair to Rockstar on this one. They shouldn't have any say to like fight for you guys, right? For example, because they bought the copyright and they can use it however they want. It's not their responsibility for others. So I would give Rockstar the pass, but I agree with the YouTube. YouTube owns the label. I mean the content creator, I should say, right? They should be backing up their people. Rockstar, that's not their responsibility. They bought their song fair and square. They can use it in the video. If you get caught using the music in their video for more than 10 seconds, that's on you, right? Not on Rockstar. Even if it was less than 10, that's not their responsibility. All they was doing is trying to put the gameplay out there, right? And they have the music that they own to use on that gameplay. That has nothing to do with Rockstar. I hate to say it, but it doesn't. YouTube, though, that you make money because of us. You can say the ads and all that crap, but if I'm bringing 3 million views, that's your 3 million fucking ads if they don't have premium, right? And if they buy premiums, that's because I get so much ads on my fucking channel that they want to buy premium. Still, you're welcome to YouTube, right? So I think that's still on the YouTube side more than Rockstar than anything, but that's just me. But let's get back to it.
Oh, go ahead.
Second, so I'm leaving that in there. Go ahead and claim that again. That's what I'm going to court over. Fight that. Let's fight.
He said,
fight it
"Fuck
right
it."
now.
I love that he says, "Let's go to court, bro." Like he's ready.
54:58.
He's ready to
6
throw
seconds.
hands down.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm leaving that in there. Go ahead.
He said, "I'm leaving that in
Try.
there."
Let's see if you can prove punitive damages over that.
Punitive damage.
Wait a minute. The next one, 28:32 to 28:33.
I told you he's bad.
28:32 to 28:33. Are you fucking serious? I gotta look at this one. 28:32. 20. Here it is. 28:32 to 28:33. Let's get it for you. Get it accurate. Boom. Okay. So, just so that you could see it visually, it's none of that. It's just
Sony owns that music. Sony's doing that. RCA is Sony. Oh shit.
Yes.
Sony's
Rockets,
down bad, bro.
Machine gun. 1 fucking second.
Bro, Sony's down bad ever since Concord. And I love Sony, but goddamn, bro.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm
Said,
leaving
let's
that.
go to court for
We're
this
gonna
one
fucking
second.
leave that. 2024.
Yeah.
28:32 to 28:33. Yeah, I'm fucking leaving
That
that.
is crazy,
And then the final
bro.
one, 29:13 to 29:45. That's a big old section.
That boy.
So that's these here. We're gonna leave that there, even though this is what, 2 seconds. Fuck you. All the way to 45, and that ends.
He shows up eventually.
In the army. And then the Space Force. There's gonna be a lot of.
There it is. All right, I'm rendering this shit, and I'm gonna put this at the end of this video, and hopefully some of the discussions while we're picking it out won't get picked up as well. If it does, it'll just prove my point. It's so fucking hilarious. All right, thank you guys for that, and for checking out what the process is like on YouTube for content creators. So, all right, who do commentary and previews and stuff like that. Cool.
He said, I feel bad for you.
RCA, SME, Sony Music Entertainment, fucking RCA, great job. Fuck off.
Best way to end it. Best fucking way to end it.
He said, fuck off.
Best way to fucking end it.
Bro, I swear to God.
That deserves a chef's kiss, bro.
I'm telling you,
that's
bro,
the fucking
that
way.
shit is absolute insane. I can't even fathom, bro. Like, imagine doing all that work like you do, right, on the editing on the video, and then all of a sudden you're just like, yeah, we're gonna claim 1 second of the whole video. Like you showed 1 second. That last part, where was it?
No. Let's be more petty. Let's be more petty.
1 second.
Let's be more petty, twin. Fuck the 1 second. 0.34 milliseconds? Let's be petty as fuck.
Point 1 seconds or whatever, like 0.34, like that's crazy, bro.
0.34 milliseconds.
Say it one more time. DJ just came in. Say one more time for DJ.
Like I said, DJ. RC, whatever the fuck it is, record label,
Sony
is claiming that this man used copyright 0.34 milliseconds of his video. They got copyright.
For watching the GTA trailer.
Or, let me say it in Spanish for those that speak Spanish. Punto tres cuatro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yo,
like yo, I couldn't fathom, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like 0.34 seconds, and it's not like you're just playing the music. It's the GTA trailer. I don't know, bro. Let's cut this segment. So, what was the thing that you said that you wanted to?
No, we're not done.
Oh, we're not.
We're not done here. We're not done here.
Oh, we're not done.
Because you know the game Mafia, right?
Oh, we gotta watch the Mafia trailer.
Mafia came out with their trailer.
So we just watched GTA 6.
Mind you, I did not grow up playing all the Mafia games.
I started with 2, I think, or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3.
I started with the same one.
Yeah.
It's 2 the one on PlayStation 3, the one that came out on PlayStation
360, right? It's that one dude that came back from World War II and he had his like fat friend. Yeah, that was so good. And then he found in the end where you try to like you go to 2 separate cards and you realize they whacked your boy that got you in. Bro, I was 14 crying. I'm like, not him, bro. No, what was they, Paulie, whatever? I was like, that's my boy. I wouldn't even be here without him. What y'all doing? Like, I was so heartbroken.
Yo, my favorite part in that game,
bro.
My favorite part in that game is when they fucking robbed where they robbed the bank and they had that boat in the fucking tunnels. And they made that jump and it just blew up, and then they were trying to go up the fucking ladder in the middle of the street. They came out to the middle of the street with all that fucking bag money and they were able to get away. That's my favorite part from that fucking game.
No, I love when the part when the sister got abused and then the fucking the brother got the call for the sister. I just need you to talk to her. I'll talk to her. Please don't rough him up. He beats the fuck out of the dude, right? And then he said he's changed. Now he takes out the trash. He comes back straight home from work. Like, what did you do? Hey, she's mad about it, bro. Like he got that belt to ass. He became the perfect husband, and she's just worried. Like, what did you do to him? Because now he's perfect.
My man said I took him to the back and I brainwashed him,
bro.
Black and Man style. We fucking blip.
That shit forever be one of my favorite. Damn, it came out a day ago, so we're watching this.
Yep.
This is PlayStation. I want to watch it from their channel, Mafia Games. So let's watch it from Mafia. So here's the trailer, everybody, for Mafia.
Yep.
The old country. So I heard this is based on Italy now.
So really?
Yep,
okay.
That's why it's called Old Country. It's supposed to be based on Italy.
Okay, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Come in.
Well, let's lower it because these copyrights be crazy.
Hey, for that 3.4 milliseconds. Be
careful talking over. Our fat ass is talking over this shit. But you can hear that 1 millisecond that's muffled. Get the fuck out. I wish y'all sue me. We make $0 right now. You fucks.
I know, right?
Of course.
Like stupid fuck.
Oh no, Venom! I'm for sure getting this game too. Don't worry, I'm gonna be streaming this game when it comes out.
Storyline?
You best believe.
Y'all could fight me, but storyline wise, I would die. Mafia has better storylines than GTA. I'm not gonna fucking even get in a conversation with this shit.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
Mafia is peak cinema. The only story Mafia game wise that's better is The Godfather. Like the first one, I know it's based on the movie, but like you're technically Michael, but as you, oh my god, that. But the thing is, you're not even his son. You took over like Michael Corleone, but you're not the son of
DJ
the father.
Oh, they're trying to do more than just reviving the series, bro.
Right.
And I can't wait for them to see what they got in store for this. Because Mafia is a really good game.
This is the gameplay, but they're doing camera cuts. I like it. Oh, no, bro. That was actually gameplay. You could tell. Oh, I like the old cars, bro. Oh, no, bro. And the way the revolver is so detailed with the roll. They got the old school guns. He's on the horse.
Nice cut. With the fire coming out of the barrel. That was a nice cut.
You again.
Oh, knife fights? Oh, no. Oh, weave.
Shit. Bob it.
Ooh. I'm pre-ordering, bro. I'm pre-ordering.
Yo.
Yo, listen, yo, Mafia, take my money. Take my money, bro.
You know those
take my
videos where
money,
they the credit card and they start tapping the table or whatever it is?
Yo,
Take it, bro.
Do.
Exactly. Take my money. Take my week's paycheck. I don't need to pay rent. I can live under a bridge.
Oh, you saw about this one?
What is that, bro?
Yo, there you go.
What is that, bro?
Take my money in a heartbeat. I'll sleep in the corner of my fucking neighborhood as long as I get the game pre-ordered and everything to go. We're locked in, twin. We're locked in.
He said, "What's that, bro?" I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a perfect way to end the Mafia GTA fucking conversation. So we been playing Peak Mafia times. Good shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited. I'm glad he told me about that because I didn't even know that shit came out, bro.
No. I'm happy that they're trying, like DJ said in chat, they're trying to revive Mafia again because it's been a while since we had another Mafia game. So the simple fact that you're thinking about Mafia and you guys are putting the effort to bring it back. Hey, y'all about to be another fucking 20 billion company out here. You heard taking my money. Shit. Take all the time you want.
And that boy
longer
Venom,
time than fucking GTA 6.
That boy Venom agreed when I said better story. He said all day, bro. I don't know. It made 2K. It's made by 2K. Yeah, the one thing 2K, but remember, it's a sub company in 2K though. 2K company that made the Mafias, I never had a bad Mafia game. Even the last one, I thought it was a little too big of how much things you could do. I got too little nitty gritty, but gameplay still fun. I feel like the story was still great. I hate the sports 2K, franchise. Oh my god, the sports franchise.
I was gonna say it might be 2K making the game, but I don't feel like they're using the same team that makes.
No, it's not the same team. I know 100% sure.
It's not. You can tell the difference already.
Me and my friends talked about that shit in the past. We're like, who makes the 2K Mafia games, right? And it's a different team from the sports franchise. Old 2K,
no, yeah, exactly.
Current 2K though, yeah. Okay, old 2K was peak, bro. Like 2K, like 10 all the way to 2K16 was peaks. Like 17, they did a flip flop, and 18 after was just trash. Like. Because man, 2K11, greatest game ever, bro. But
no, yeah, bro. But this game came out. I know it wasn't blowing as much as GTA, which it breaks my heart a little bit. Yeah. Because, like you said, Mafia is a great game. Yeah. Their storyline way better. I get it that GTA has a bunch of action, a bunch of scenes that are like, damn, like they did this. But Mafia, I feel like the action is there. But it's the storyline that gravitates you, and you're like, damn, this is what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to storyline. Like, they don't have to do extra shit. They don't have to do other bullshit to fucking gravitate you, to keep you playing it, or to bring you back. Like, I feel like with them, it's just straightforward of, here's what we give you, here's the action, here's the storyline. Y'all, whether you like it or not, that's what y'all getting.
Facts.
And that's what the fuck I love. And that's what the fuck I love. They don't have to do extra shit.
Right. So, finishing on that, I ain't gonna lie, that was a dope ass trailer. But so what was the next part of the show we want to get into? I remember you had some things you want to bring up for the show.
Honestly, this is my bad. I remember one of the many that I wanted to talk about, but this is mostly the important one that I remembered because it's like right there. You know how last week on episode 2 we were was it episode 2 that we were talking about the moon conspiracy and all that stuff?
Yeah.
How we don't believe with certain things. You know. Okay. Have you ever watched YouTubers and they are doing an ad or a promotion for the companies that you swab your DNA and you send it to them and they tell
they
you
find your
all your
ancestry?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's funny, in the military they told us not to do that because they sell your information to like other countries.
Okay, that's where I'm going to. And I'm gonna need you to look this up, Twin, because you're the one recording your screen and everything.
Okay.
Have you heard of the company 23andMe?
I heard of it, but I don't know what exactly they're for.
The crazy thing is, they're a company that you get a little kit sent to your house for $100.
Yeah.
You swab your saliva or whatever it is.
It's just like Ancestry.
You send it back to them. Yeah. It's just like Ancestry. You send it back to them.
This is so old, LOL. Yeah, see, yeah.
It's kind of old, but it's resurfacing again because the company filed for bankruptcy, and all those people they use them that they have their DNA or whatever it is that they have. Now they're selling it to the higher bidders that want to buy that shit.
Oh, that's bad.
So these are going to pharmaceutical companies that are wanting to buy your information. Not only that, they got in trouble with the FDA people.
No,
because
I just checked this shit out. 23andMe in the process of selling its customers' data as a part of the Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. The company has stated that a buyer will be required to comply with 23andMe's privacy policy and acceptable laws. So they're supposed to be required to comply with the privacy policy still. While the company says that security measures will remain in place, the privacy policy also allows for change of those procedures. Since they're owning the company, they could change the procedures of the old policies as well. Bankruptcies and sale. 23andMe filed a Chapter 11. The sales is rise for concern for potential use and sharing customers' data by a new owner. Which this has a link. What's this link to? Oh, okay. So this is by 23andMe blog, Fortune, and the Harvard Gazette. Oh no, the privacy policy don't actually protect much stuff. I already heard about that. That's why we was talking about.
Well, not only that, bro.
CNN is talking about it. NPR is talking about it. 23andMe blog.
All these people are talking about it.
is talking about it. Nature is talking about it. Fortune, this is bad. The conversation.
The biggest issue that they're having right now is that they're not protecting people's privacy because they're saying that, let's say me and you own a pharmaceutical company or a company that focuses on giving you medications that are addicting or whatever it is, any type of medication. Me and you can bid on that information, use the information to turn around and use it against you and be like, oh, you wanted the generic medicine? No. You can't have the generic medicine. You have to have this one because this one's better with what you have. Because 23andMe, when they would do the whole DNA and give you your test results back, they would claim that you had a higher risk of getting diabetes. They would claim their claims were crazy. So what happened is the FDA got involved and they got in trouble by the FDA because they're like, how are you going to diagnose somebody with just doing certain DNAs or whatever it is? You're not doctors. You're not looking more into it. You're just a company that are giving people ancestry stuff.
Right. You're supposed to just give information where they came from, not the fucking thing.
Exactly.
So they're like, what the fuck are you doing with that shit?
Now you're diagnosing somebody and telling them, hey, be careful with this because you have the higher chance of getting this disease or
and that
getting.
Person's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not what I gave you the package for. Like,
no, exactly. And a lot of people started getting paranoid started getting
For the fact your DNA could be used to create a bioweapon to target people with the similar DNA.
and that's the other so the conspiracy theories that I'm trying to get to twin is anybody that's a higher bidder right now can buy that information. And the biggest conspiracy that they're having is that people are going to start, big companies are going to start buying the data to start cloning people because they have somewhat of a data on your DNA, on, you know, on crazy shit like that, that people are thinking that these companies are gonna fucking start cloning people, and we don't know if they are already.
Oh, this is beautiful.
They
So
don't-
I could buy DJ's and Venom's and Danny's fucking DNA, and then just like when they die, I could just make another one. Like,
Yeah, but they have to use the product
if you
because
die, twin, don't worry, I got you. I don't have the Dragon Balls, but I got your DNA, dog. Like I could just revive you. Hey, yo, the freak scientist. Yeah, this is his saliva. Make him come back to life. I appreciate you. Like the what you call it, the fucking the what was it, the dire wolf. I need you to make another version of Chief like the dire wolf.
bro, it's crazy because those are the conspiracy that they're having.
I knew this day was coming.
Hey, DJ, you're in the clear if you didn't use the company, because apparently it's not targeting everybody. It's just the people that use the company to do the whole ancestry stuff. So that's the issues that they're having is your data is going to the highest bidder right now, and that could be a pharmaceutical, that could be a hospital, that could be anybody that wants to just take your data and use it against yourself.
How much you want to bet, bro, that fucking scientists that doing studies that gets grants is gonna use the grants to buy people's DNA and then do some weird ass experiment with it? I bet you.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Because this company just opened the door to so many scientists to do whatever the fuck
Pandora's
they want
box.
with this DNAs.
Yep. Now the other question.
He said ancestry.com will do the same. It's only a matter of time, and they are therefore more popular than 23andMe.
Yeah, exactly.
The crazy part is this blew up back in what, 2019? 2020,
yeah,
2021-ish, where they were
funny,
getting
all
the YouTubers and their mama.
Little thing too is, isn't it funny that shit started right before COVID did?
Yeah. Yep.
So is anybody putting two to two together? I forgot what was it saying, like nothing is coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as real coincidence. Like I don't know, twin. I feel like there's something there, but I don't want I don't want to get canceled already. The government gonna be like knocking my shit. FBI, open up.
All I'm seeing is what is fucked up is they're not keeping their word of keeping these people's history private, or to not give it to anybody else or whatever like that. They're fucking they are selling it. They are bidding for it.
Supreme Court, if y'all need elaboration. Oh yeah. But I just find it funny, bro. I just find it funny. But I do remember you said you gave me you told me a little bit what the other topic was. Something about America. A viewpoint of something about something about America.
America.
That's what you
What did it say about?
Like, you was gonna ask a question, something about how you feel about something about being a certain type of citizen in America. You didn't give me details. That's the shitty part. So I can't even remember for you.
Are you talking about how? No, I don't. I can't remember. America just signed a trade deal with the UK. Man, apparently they're signing a deal with fucking China too. Let's not even go there. They're signing a fucking deal with China too.
I'm gonna put that in the chat between me and you. Was that the actual topic, or am I just guessing?
Let me see.
It said something about America.
Because I'm trying to remember.
Check your DM. Is that
okay. Yes.
It is? Okay, I was right. Okay. So you didn't tell me exactly what.
Being still
So-
in the topic of
So ask me the question.
conspiracies and selling DNA and all that stuff.
No.
The other topic that I want to jump into is:
Oh no.
do you believe that there's still slavery in America?
I mean, technically, yes, it's already the prison systems. So, if technically speaking, if you get arrested,
There you go.
do lose your rights.
There you go.
But that's not a hidden thing. That's been like talked about literally when the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence came through. That as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, you have the rights of every human being. But if you get incarcerated, you become a slave at that point. You don't have your rights. But the difference between
Okay, but when you say it's the prison system, in what way do you know that? Like when you say it's the
Not jail,
prison
prison.
system, prison. I know, yeah, exactly. How are they being slave though?
Technically, they don't have the rights to leave where they want to, right? They don't have the rights to say as they want to, because if they say certain things or whatever, they could get in trouble for it, right?
Okay.
Technically speaking, you're working for below minimum wage. You gain like 3 cents a day type shit. So by definition, it's not constitutional. But the thing is, in the Constitution, it says those people lose their constitutional rights. So you're talking about that aspect of the Constitution is constitutional because this is put within the Constitution itself.
Okay, and that's fine. The one thing that I had an issue with this is just like how you hit the points, the certain points.
Mhm.
Yes, they are in prison. They lose certain rights,
And
but
harsh
to the
conditions,
extent to the extent is when I'm saying slavery is still around. There's a video that I watched, and this is the only reason why I bring it up is because it's becoming a big deal right now. You know how Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery. You were not allowed to work in fields. You were not about to.
He didn't abolish slavery completely. He abolished slavery for a demographic. But slavery even exists before and after. And like the Constitution says, for anybody that's a criminal in the United States with a federal crime, right? I mean, with not federal crime. What's the word I'm thinking? Not penalty. Convicted. My bad. If you're convicted of a crime, at that point, you lose your rights as a U.S. citizen. So you don't get your freedom of speech. You don't get your fucking freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. You won't get the right to bear arms. You lose all your constitutional rights if you get incarcerated, which is stated in the Constitution ever since 1776. So that's not something that's just like, oh, that's just been put in there randomly. That's always been a thing since day one. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, you're supposed to have all your rights. But do we know the other aspect? I don't know if you know this. You know Guantanamo Bay, right?
I've heard of it, I think.
Guantanamo Bay, if those that don't know, is the place, for example, if you're like the top terrorists of the world, like the Osama bin Laden's and then fucking Adolf. I'm not gonna say his full name because of TOS reasons.
No,
but if you're the mustache man, right? And you were alive and they capture you, they don't put you in regular prisons because they believe how bad you are to the world and or to the country that they put you in Guantanamo Bay. Reason why they put you in Guantanamo Bay as a prisoner and fucking somebody that's in jail, for example, right? They can't mistreat you. They have to still give you your human rights, but you don't have the rights of free speech and all this stuff because you're still a criminal. In Guantanamo Bay, human like rights that's worldwide underneath the Geneva Convention. Guantanamo Bay is not owned by any UN, America, whatever, right? It's just a land property that we reserved, but they're allowed to do things like waterboarding, electric shock, torture, because that's not technically under any NATO or American fucking property. So that's the one place where fucking, misusing and abusing and doing inhumane things to humans is allowed. What do you feel about that?
No, like you just mentioned right now.
Alcatraz, yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, me and Chief was saying that, I think, earlier.
Oh no! Remember when we were in the chat together, and I told you, hey, did you hear what the governor of California is
Yeah.
trying to do with the president. They're trying to reopen Alcatraz.
I don't mind. Fuck it. Put it back there.
I don't mind, but at this point, it's a historical land that I feel like it shouldn't be touched. I mean,
Fuck that, bro. You know how
I
many
get the
bad
pros and the
people we
cons.
had in the past 20 years? 9/11, for example, right? If we had people like that still alive, put them in that bitch, bro. You kill millions of lives, billions of lives.
No,
Fuck 'em.
true.
Treat them like shit. Fuck them.
Treat them like shit. No, I feel you on that one. But the only reason why I bring the whole slavery in the prison or whatever is because I was watching this YouTuber, and I don't know if you want to pull up the video or what.
Appreciate you,
Because
brother.
he talks about it more, more in depth. But his name is shout out to Tyler Oliveira. I don't know if you guys have heard him or not or watched him. He made a video on how the prison system is it's taking slavery back to how it was. They're not respecting people's how do you say, how can I say it to not sound like ignorant or like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but they're not giving them their rights in prison of being a prisoner or whatever it is. They're making them work in the hot ass fields with no fucking breaks, with no fucking waters. They're being inhumane with them.
Yeah, inhumane.
And that's where the fucking issue is right now, is that this prison, so there's a prison in Texas that does that.
Yeah, Texas is
Where-
huge for those type of prisons.
Yeah, where they're working the fields, picking fucking potatoes and all that shit. And in the video, there's a girl saying how she went there for robbery, I think, or something like that, or I can't remember exactly what it was. And she says that once she got there, they told her that in that prison, she had no fucking type of rights. She was a nobody, that she belonged to them, and to kiss that shit goodbye. And on top of that, they were treating them so inhumane that the fucking money that they were making, they were not letting them keep it. Like, so I'm guessing some of them wanted to keep the money so that when they got out of prison, they had something to fall back on.
Yeah.
And not start from zero. And the other thing that was happening is, how in prisons you get to make phone calls for free. Like, you shouldn't be getting charged. You shouldn't be getting fucking commission for it or anything like that.
Well,
So
that actually depends. But yeah, go ahead.
So in this video, from that prison that was happening in Texas, is that they're getting treated inhumane, that the money that they make, it's technically not theirs. It goes back to the fucking prison system. And basically, that's the whole thing, is that they're getting treated as inhumane as possibly. And it's fucked up, because at the end of the day, I get it. Y'all did fucking horrible shit. Y'all murderers. Y'all deserve to fucking get treated like shit.
And do
but at the
things like
same
eat
time,
grapes.
we have that too.
Can say that
But at the end of the day,
but-
we have a constitution to follow too. And I
Mhm.
get it that you might feel a different way than me.
Mhm.
You might feel like if they're in prison, fuck them. They shouldn't have no type of humanity. They shouldn't be humane.
Before we go with that, it depends on the type of prison facility, right? Is it Guantanamo Bay or like the biggest serial killers and murderers? Fuck them, right? The people that done grape, right? That they eat grapes, and you know what I mean by that word, right? And it's definitely when there's small children and helpless woman. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, I'm gonna tell the whole world, fuck them. Because if you do horrible things like that on a day-to-day basis, I don't care about your rights. I'm gonna be 100. You don't deserve your rights, because you done things that makes you deem as a piece of shit. And at that point, I'm not gonna fucking have any sympathy to a person that does things in those really fucking horrible fucking lens. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I get it also as well that, you have people that have these small prisons that go to prison that are for the small petty crimes, like you sold weed or you smoked weed. Yeah, we don't want to treat those people like that. I feel like there should be levels, which I heard based on my understanding, there is levels to it. But the problem with a lot of states like Texas, these prisons are owned by third-party companies, not federal or state, and they make money off of these workers.
No, exactly.
So at that point, this is like, it gets a very gray area. Do we think that it should be owned by these people that's private companies, or state should determine it, or government, federal government, whatever the case may be. That's why I feel like that's where the talk needs to be had, because if it's private companies, privates could be very corrupt, and I could say same thing with federal. State, I trust state
Yeah,
more, because usually state you have more control and more visibility from your
exactly.
population and
No,
what's going
exactly. Yeah,
on.
yeah,
So
yeah.
DJ said, I don't
No,
know how
and
accurate the stats are, but it's true. That's good. A related note, that did y'all hear that incorporating VR into rehabilitations and apparently violence and reintegration into our society is a lot better than before? I heard about it, and like I said, they say it's getting better in society how they treat prisoners, because they saw the way they eat, jail foods and whatever. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna take over the camera real quick, and
No, go ahead,
and
twin. Do your thing.
and they said they deserve better food and better ways of life. And all I can say is, fuck that. I'm gonna say that right now. Fuck that, because someone that joined in the U.S. military, I had to eat prison food, and the difference is I'm over here saving the fucking country. Yes, I'm not like fucking actual
Exactly.
Superman or fucking American sniper killing like 30,000 people, whatever, right? But I'm over there helping the mission so they could drop bombs on the bad guys. They could fucking
Mhm.
fend off against the bad guys, giving comms so our fucking people on the shore and ship and air could communicate effortlessly, right? So we could destroy the bad guys, right? Why the hell do I get this shitty ass food and quality of life as a U.S. military personnel, right? But then a person in jail that did some of those horrendous things I mentioned earlier gets a better lifestyle because it seems inhumane. They did inhumane acts. Fuck them. Like, I'm sorry, and people might feel a certain way, but fuck them. Because imagine that was your daughter they gave grapes to. Imagine that
No,
was your
exactly.
fucking mother, your
No,
fucking
exactly.
sister, or like let's just say they murder your fucking Uncle Ben, right? And your fucking, in your life, right? The person that you love and looked up to. You telling me they deserve a better quality of life? Fuck them. Now I understand they did petty crimes. Yeah, do that for the people that did petty crimes. Like I
No,
smoked
and
a
that's why
joint.
I
I
agree with
smoked a
you, and that's
joint
why I agree with
and
you.
I go to jail because I smoked a joint. He didn't harm nobody but his own body. So fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But these really high facility fucking murderers and grape lovers, right? Fuck them. Like, be upfront. Fuck them.
No, yeah, DJ, we know that obviously
Yes,
people that
but
are in
for
the
military,
military,
because
and shout out to the brothers and
get
sisters that
fresh
are
meat.
serving right now live, that are out in another country serving. Shout out to you guys. This country wouldn't be what it is without you guys putting your life in danger, keeping us protected, just keeping America on your backs. Shout out to y'all
I
that serve. Shout out to y'all that are veterans that already did that shit, came back home. You guys are more than welcome to come home. I know you guys don't hear that. You guys don't get to hear welcome back home. I'm telling it to you as a veteran, welcome back home. We appreciate the shit that y'all did for us. And just military, keep doing your shit. Keep being
You're a
y'all
veteran,
keep
chief?
fucking huh?
You're a veteran?
No. I'm not a veteran, but my dad, my stepdad is.
Oh yeah.
He
Military
he
child.
he
Yeah.
he did
Military
Coast Guard
brat.
and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But is me giving you your flowers, is me giving y'all the recognition. Welcome home to the veterans and to those that are fucking out in the different countries protecting us or doing what it is that y'all doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Now, real quick to what DJ said about the for the military, it's because they always don't get fresh made to order because of the environment and secrecy of the mission. That's not true. I'm gonna tell you right now and squish that. That's 100% false. We get it straight from imports that's really close. And I'm in a U.S. Navy vessel, which is harder than the ones on shore than it is the ones at sea. That's 100% not true. I don't know where people think that or believe that. Yeah, World War I and II, absolutely. In modern days, it is not hard to get decent food. The reason why they don't do it is
No,
because
and
it's
you know what's
cheaper.
crazy?
Because guess
You know
whose
what's crazy?
paychecks they pull out these foods for? They don't have a big military budget where they pull out food for. They did it from us. Okay, for the past, LOL. Yeah, but I'm just saying, because if you say where the food is getting bought from and all the pricing and all the shit, that's our paychecks, not the U.S. military's paychecks. They take out $300, $400 a month from our paychecks
Mm-hmm.
to put into something called food allowance, right? And with that food allowance, right, if you're on a deployment, they just pull it out since you're not sure, and they just buy the food for you. right? So you don't get a choice of what you eat, what you want, or whatever. You get what the fuck you get. And imagine you have 5,000 sailors and you're pulling $400 from 5,000 people each. That's a lot of fucking money. And you tell me the best thing I get is this 5 cents worth of box of 100 fucking jail food items? What are they doing with the rest of that money?
And another thing to touch on that is you're kind of wrong on I don't know if you're talking about like like the what's the fucking package that you guys get and fucking make right then and there. I
MREs.
forget what they're called.
MREs.
The MREs.
Yeah.
Soldiers that well, what I've searched up and what I've know is they have like let's say if you get deployed somewhere, they deploy chefs with you that if you're in a battlefield or
My
whatever the
point,
fuck
yep.
it is, they are live right there. Obviously way further back, but they're live cooking you food. It's
On the
hot
basis.
meals that they're fucking prep. Exactly. It's hot meals that they're fucking prepping. They don't get MREs. I mean, sometimes it is depending on
If
the
you're
mission
away
you're doing.
from the base in the middle of the desert or whatever, yeah, you get MREs.
Yeah.
They're giving, but the
But
thing
no,
is,
no, no.
in a database
But I've
basis, you
heard-
don't get that shit. You in the base,
No,
you
no, no,
get
but I've
food
heard
and a
outside of
shitty prison
bases-
food.
No. But I heard outside of bases, there's a mobile kitchen that the army
Yes,
has.
they have that too.
they can-
Yep.
Yeah, the mobile kitchen that they
That's
have.
what I'm saying. 2025, that's not
wherever-
impossible. It's not
No,
impossible.
yeah,
at all.
exactly. They so trust me, DJ. They get fucking fresh food too as well. It might not be as like a everyday thing or like and my big bag would know because I wanted to search that shit up before. If I was gonna enlist to the fucking military, I wanted to know that I get fucking fed fresh food.
My
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Marines, my coworkers and friends as Marines tell me that they hate the Navy ship's food because it's the most disgusting thing they ever had. And I told them where it came from. And some of them know about it because they had to help us with the razzes, right? And I'm gonna show real quick
Yeah.
what a razz is, but a razz is like you've seen in like movies where they take like sailors lined up, and they fucking end up getting all the rations, which is the part of the razz, right? Which is called replenishment at sea, right? And you see a bunch of sailors with lines like this, and let me get this up real quick. You have lines like this where they fucking put like the lines between the two ships. One ship would deliver to the other one right here, and they would put the food items in between with these steel cables, and they send it through, right? And then, or they shoot like the harpoons to tie the ships together, right? Kind of like we do in Sea of Thieves as a joke. And then sailors would pass side by side the fucking items. I had to do this shit for 23 hours straight, just going like left, right, with boxes nonstop. And we only ate like twice in those 23 hours. And everything came from prisons. So you're telling me these ships that's closer to shore, get from shore, get these fucking prison boxes and give us that shit. Probably bland as fuck. Let's do it. Navy.
Bro, one thing my dad that my dad would tell me, twin, is that because he was in ships like you.
This is what we get sometimes to eat. I'm not even shitting you. I had exactly this before. That's poulet sausage, peas. I don't even have good coloring, and literally this. I don't even know, like some like type of pudding or whatever. This is our breakfast a lot of time. I'm not even gonna lie. This is some of our meatloaf type of shit right here. Right. This is like when they do desserts. It's like this bread pudding with raisins or whatever, right? Which is all like fucking already pre-built. We get this. This is a good meal for us. Like, this is a good meal. My $400 go to this shit. And I didn't even put like bad food. I just put Navy mess deck food because that's what we call our cafeterias, mess decks, which a lot of our terminologies come from jail and Navy terminologies are exactly the same. And these are exactly the foods we get, like, right? And this is like a Thanksgiving, for example, because you got the lobster. And if you get steak and lobster in deployment, that means you're getting extended. Like, that's the when you get steak, lobster, and ice cream socials, that means you're getting extended. Because that's the only time we get good food. And it's literally tells us we get fucked, right? And the boot camp has good food. But when you're out of boot camp and you go to the regular fucking shit, it's not like this.
Yeah,
Yet
but
it's
another
dog
thing,
shit food.
I don't know how true it is now, twin.
Yeah,
But one thing that my dad has told me, because he
yeah,
used to be on ships just like you, because I think he said he did Coast Guard, and one thing that he would always talk about is how you guys are city on floating waters or whatever
yeah.
it is, and he would tell me that yeah, you would get your cafeteria food like that, the nasty ones that you're talking about. But there's be times where you guys would have like fast food restaurants in
That's
the
not
ships
true.
that you guys.
So
That's not true.
Coast Guards gets that because they're literally right next to coast. And the U.S. Navy ship, if I'm between the parts of Hawaii and California,
Yeah, yeah.
that's hundreds and hundreds of fucking nautical miles away from shore. So we don't get that shit. We have prison food that could last literally like the thing of like chicken could last 9 months because they have all this bullshit preservatives, which it literally says in the box, not made for human consumption on those boxes because they're prison foods that's been modified and whatever to fucking last. Our milk is powdered milk, but not the powdered milk you see
No,
in
yeah, exactly.
supermarkets. Not those. Those could be put on a flight deck where it's out in the Arabian Gulf, which if people don't know is 140 degrees on top of humidity that makes it feel like 160 degrees, right? Because of the humidity, and that milk could somehow last over 220 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey
And
DJ, let me tell you this. It probably was propaganda because they want you to fucking sign up, and then that's how you get fucked over.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we do not get well fed. And then when we have these things called Tiger Cruise, right? That means me, the U.S. sailor, right, could invite my family to the ship, which I ain't gonna lie, there's a certain demographic with a certain skin color that does that shit. Everybody else that was Hispanic and black, we're like, hell no, bro, we don't come on the ship. Get the fuck away, right? They will bring their fucking family members, right, for that shit, and they get to like be on the ship for the last 2 weeks before we're already back at port, but we didn't officially go back.
Well, yeah.
We take them on a cruise for 2 weeks on our ship in the end of the deployment, right? Which in that point they actually bring like cafeteria, fucking like school like version foods and not jail food, and people will say this is terrible. You guys eat this, and we're eating that shit like this is the 5-star meal we ever had, right? And we're like, you complain about this? This shit's delicious. And they're like, this is terrible. But for us, we're getting real food in those 2 weeks. Before those 2 weeks, it's literally prison food. But for them, it's they're eating cafeteria food from like a hospital or fucking school style or plain style food, which is to us better than jail food. So when we had that shit, it was like, oh my God, this is gourmet. For them, they're like, this is peasant food. Like, that's how bad, when we get a slight upgrade for the prison food, we think it's like 5-star restaurant, and civilians still say this is still shitty food. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I am not gonna fucking like, the minute DJ said that, I love you, DJ, but like, fuck that statement. That's not true. Like, it ain't no because, oh, it's hard to get us a secrecy machine. I don't know what fucking YouTube videos, fucking people that say that shit, fuck them. They don't know shit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. That's not true. They could definitely get us better food. We find out because of Tiger Cruise that they could do that shit. They just don't do it because they want a nickel and dime. They would take $400 out of paycheck for our food allowance, but then buy 10 cents worth of fucking stuff that could feed 50 people. Like, fuck them.
He said, to be fair, I watched
food hall video out in Texas. Yeah, keyword they're in Texas, not on a real deployment. That's
I know exactly.
That's not deployment. Right. So that's already fucked up with that conversation.
They probably in boot camp too.
Yeah, right. They're not even out the seas. They're not in the middle of the Middle East. And they're like, but that's saying like I eat good food because in boot camp for 3 months on my 8-year career I had good food. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not a problem. I already know the minute you say inland, that doesn't count. Like, we had good food when the ship was docked in Washington State. It was still shitty cafeteria food, but it wasn't prison food. It was like fucking like hospital or like a school cafeteria type food. But when you're out in seas, it's like prison food. Like, it was one of the biggest foods.
That's why
for the recruits, yeah. Probably recruits, trainees, and whatever.
That's why I brought the whole situation about. Sorry, Chad, we didn't mean to, divert from the conversation that we were having. But the only reason why I brought that up is because, like I said, I was watching Tyler's video, and to me, it was more of like an eye opener because I knew that prisons have something like that,
Fuck
but
'em.
apparently, people are coming out. The ones that you said that are having misdemeanors or like certain shits that shouldn't be getting treated a certain way, are getting the shitty end of the stick, basically in a way, in prison. That's the only reason why I brought it up because to me it was new. To me, I was like, I really didn't want to get into that because, like I said, I had the mentality that you have is if you're in prison, fuck it, you belong there. That's where you should be. You get no rights, no nothing. But yeah, I just saw that. I found that interesting. I had to share it with you. Ending it on that note, though, talking about the whole military, about you know people that the words that you said. Now, twin.
Hold on. Before you do, if I eat prison food, y'all can eat shit. Continue.
I want to see your not your reaction, but if you could put it to the two cameras.
Yeah, I already put it, I already had a feeling.
Now let's get into this topic.
Oh no,
And it's two, I think, because I saw it yesterday or the day before that. Okay, I don't know how well you have been keeping up. I kind of have been keeping up, but then I kind of gave up on the whole fucking thing because it was becoming too much. Do you know the rapper YMW Melly?
Oh, I remember you said something about there's news about him. I know he's in featuring some songs I listen to, but I don't care about the artist whatsoever.
No. You don't have to care.
Yeah. No. I'm saying I'm not a fan of his work. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, yeah, exactly.
We're talking for conversation, but like me personally, I'm not a fan of his music. But I know who he is. Yeah.
So this man, he was a solo artist that blew up a lot.
Yeah.
Doing he did music with other people, like you said, collabs and all that stuff. This man had a group of friends that they had kind of like their label going on or something like that. They were starting to be a group. Let me tell you, this man, he incriminated himself in his songs. Like, for example, "Murder on My Mind." I don't know.
He's the one that did that song.
"Murder on My Mind."
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
People made fun of him because of that shit. Yep.
So, did you say, "Oh shit"? No way. So, him and his buddies were going to create like a group label or like a record label. This man claims that he hears voices in his head, and there's a. Do you know the company Genuine or the one where?
Oh, my bad. Oh shit, we're live. My bad.
So you know the company Genuine or the one with the yellow background where celebrities get to speak or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that interview of him?
I didn't see the interview. No, I heard about
you should pull it. You should pull it up.
Oh,
well,
no.
anyways, this guy has a lot of mental issues. Look up. Is it Genuine or it starts with something like that.
Genuine.
He said, LMFAO, it's that PTSD hearing your old
It's not drill sergeant, it's an RDC. But what's Genuine?
Can you is it Genuine where like the celebrities they break down the lyrics? The YouTube channel where they break down the lyrics.
Oh, Genuine. So for what song?
Just look up Genuine and then look up the YNW Melly.
Like the website where it just does the
Okay. Look at go down.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
So see that short. Find a video that shows the black that one. See that short?
Okay, hold on. Let me get ready.
I need you to find that clip.
She blocked you on Instagram. Bitch, you got a Facebook. I'm coming. That was me. That was my dad. I swear to God, that was me. She blocked you on Instagram.
So right there in that clip,
the defense
but you need to find the full video.
Of concessions, if in fact
this dude ugly as fuck.
Melly were allowed to
arrange his
retrial at home. They even went so far as to say that his record label, who he's apparently still under
this goofball. No comment.
Contract contract with, that they would be the ones to post his bond if he were granted one. Melly's real name is Jamel Demons. He is
Got murder in my mind.
So-
you got ugly on your mind, bro.
charged with the murder
You got a big ass forehead, bro. That murder ain't the only thing on your mind, though.
of two friends.
So there's a YouTube video of him breaking down the lyrics to Murder on My Mind. In that video, I don't know if you can find it, Twin, or not, but in that
Back
video
in
of him
October.
breaking down the lyrics, he says that he hear voices and he has alternate like he says he's two people. He claims that there's another person in there. So with that being said, I don't even have words. LOL. Anyways, so what I'm trying to get to is this man went to prison for setting up his friends. He killed his friends. Oh, that one, the first one right there.
That's what I'm saying. Oh no, bro.
The future of your business.
This shit is crazy. I want you to watch this, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
When I was 9 years old, bro. Ever since then, like growing up, I was so addicted to them bitches. I loved them bitches. If you up that bitch at a nigga and bust his ass, that's his soul in that. Like, it's death in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is up this motherfucker in your ass. Just
Why? Yo, there's always motherfuckers in the South still with the grills, bro. That shit's dead. Let that shit go. Look, listen, I'm gonna make this very clear to everybody, bro. If you have fucking grills in 2025, end yourself, bro. I'm not saying all the word, but
Grills have gotten better, Twin.
I don't
Now
give a
it's not
shit, bro.
gold. Now it's not silver. Now they fucking add diamonds to their fucking grills.
I don't give a shit, bro. I seen those two.
you disappeared.
Stupid.
Real shit, bro.
But listen to the shit he has to say in here. Yo, this shit's crazy.
I literally woke up in the jail cell and I like, wake up.
This is
in
by
the
Genius, not
morning,
General.
I got murder on my
Oh, my bad. I knew it started with a G, okay? Fuck. Give me a
How's that
chance,
better?
okay?
I slid it for my cousin, and he was like, hell yeah, that boy said he got murder on his mind, nigga. I'm thinking he just dick riding, so I'm like, man, nigga, just shut the fuck up. I got cool with one nigga named Antonio Bland. Like, he used to say he only listened to Kodak and Scotty Kane. I ain't writing nothing like them, so I'm like, yeah, he probably ain't gonna fuck with my shit. But I fuck with him, so I was like, man, fuck it. So the Murder on My mind.
That song is tough, though. I do like that song.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That song
My favorite rapper now. Ain't get
No,
to
listen
roll
to-
no weed. Ain't get to roll no
This is
switches.
crazy.
I was locked up on Christmas. Ain't get to see my niggas. Ain't get to hug my mama. Couldn't even give her no kisses. Just being with my little brother and my mama and my sister. I wanted to really feel like Christmas, so I'm taking them where the snow at. Being able to give to everybody I love. Can't even post on my Instagram, cause these pussy niggas be snitching. Everybody acting suspicious. Might probably say that I'm tripping. When I'm all alone in my jail cell, I tend to get in my feelings. And all I smoke is that loud.
Just watch the way he acts. I think it's this one, if I'm not
Smoke
mistaken.
all of my pain away, cause that's the only thing they gon' hear. Like shit I done did
6
in the
years.
past, like rob niggas up. You know, going through shit at the house type shit. Just smoke blunt. It's like it eased my whole body, and I just be straight, and I be like, "Fuck that shit."
Hey, yo, the
I don't
cops are like, we got
understand
him.
you women.
This video, bro.
Around pretending.
He say he murder people, smoke weed, got him. This is the video that got him locked up, I bet.
Say she down the ride, be the main one who tricking. Got
You
my-
ever seen
Bro,
Boondocks, bro?
I think I have here
The
and there,
Boondocks
but I'm
show,
not
bro.
sure.
It's funny because the Boondocks, Huey Freeman be talking about like these dudes are fucking idiots because they would literally rap about the shit that they put them in jail, and then they talked about like segments of like the dude's just like in the stage. He said, "I killed this motherfucker," da, da, da. And then the police just walk up in the stage. I was kidding. It was just the lyrics. It was just lyrics. And then the rest of him on the stage, bro. Like,
Bro, that's what's wrong with these rappers nowadays, that they incriminate themselves, bro.
Bro, exactly. Hold on. I gotta show that video after this.
Go out with you and shit. Hoes be tripping. But me fucking other nigga bitches like, damn, bitch, this nigga really love you. This nigga out here risking his life at this trap house, answering the door for other niggas. And you out here popping that pussy for me, and I ain't getting nothing out of me.
The
So
other
it's
dude
like,
hoes.
damn, bitch, you ain't shit. Then his hoes, why you locked up? These hoes out here stripping, shaking their ass, fucking everybody. They supposed to be holding down for their nigga. Wake up in the morning.
Wait, I don't think it's
murder
this
on
one
my
actually.
mind.
Hold
Hold on, let me.
AK-47s, Mac 11,
This one,
blocks
hold
and
on.
nines, and all these pussy niggas hating, trying to knock me off my grind.
Ooh.
Like every little thing I do, I know these niggas watch me. I'm not even thinking about you broke ass niggas, bro. Bitch just be on some petty ass shit, like just trying to knock a nigga off the grind. One nigga to lay up
Man
with
got the
all
trench
day.
coat
But
watching
I
this
can't
shit.
let them do it. I got murder on my mind, bitch. I got murder on my mind. Like Melvin, my other person
Oh,
inside.
there you
Melvin,
go.
that motherfucker there every day, all day.
He says he has a fucking Melvin is
Think
his
about
other
pussy.
personality.
Some people think about shoes. Some people think about weird shit.
Listen to this shit.
With the murder on his mind, and I'm like, all right, bro. Do you? Yellow tape around his body. It's
Did you hear that shit? He told Melvin, "Do your shit." No, it gets better.
You gotta be shitting me, bro. And then and you know what's funny? These motherfuckers be like, "How the fuck I got in jail, bro?" Man, and these are the same motherfuckers that say like, "Oh, yo, you snitches, you get stitches," but meanwhile you snitch on yourself, bro. Make that shit make sense, bro.
Bro,
like,
no,
honest God, bro. Like, make that shit make sense, bro.
No, this man gets wild, bro. This man gets wild.
T-shirt and his family's traumatized. I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, caught it back and shot him twice.
Man, imagine the drunk Curry right reading this shit. I didn't mean to shoot him. I reloaded my clock and then shoot him between the eyes. Like, his body dropped, and I saw his life come out his eyes.
Before you hit play, twin. So they show, like you said earlier, they showed this song at the trial
court,
that he was facing. So people are saying this is a conspiracy, that people are saying that this song has to do about him. Had to do about him killing his friends. It's just the song came out first and then he did the act. So the conspiracy that is out there is that this song
bad. Man, and then let's just say this premeditated murder. You just admitted you premeditated murder before you did it, bro. So when it happens exactly,
that's what
you can't defend it in court because
exactly.
it's like, didn't you just rap about this 5 days before this shit actually happened?
So that's what people are saying, bro. That's what people are saying, that this song is connected to the murder trial that he's facing right now.
Hold on, let's
his body dropped down to the floor and he had teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him it's too late, my friend. It's time to say goodbye.
Oh, this is after.
Yo, which is crazy.
How you know this part? Like, he said he's afraid to die. He grabbed my hand. This man is telling the fucking lawyer the proof.
Said he was
afraid.
Not even the lawyer, the judge at this point.
No, I'm talking about the other team's lawyers. They're like, imagine you're the lawyer that's getting the documents and this shit, and they're like, yeah, we want to sue him because he murdered our friend or our family member. And the lawyer's like, she reads the lyrics, he reads the lyrics, and like, oh, this is easy, bro. Yeah, I was like, don't worry about. You know what? I'm not gonna charge you until we win the case because this is easy. I got it. Don't worry. I got this motherfucking murder on my mind. It's light work, bro. Like, don't worry. I got this motherfucking jail in my mind. Whoa. Like, it's over for that boy, bro. It's over. She's like, don't worry. He's like, light work. I dealt with harder situations.
This is the easiest case to win
ever in my life, bro.
Sir, you should get an XD instead of less recoil, very persistent aim in the shoot.
Yo, hold on real quick, bro. Who's your publicist, bro? Who's your fucking your team that's supposed to like worry about your image, bro? Fire all the motherfuckers. So, like, the fact that you let this man go on this channel and just said this shit so openly. Like,
wait, twin. It gets fucking
I'll be like this to him, like, no, shut up behind the camera, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. Like, there's no way they just like, oh yeah, that's fine. Keep going, keep going, keep telling them what. Oh my god,
No,
bro.
the employee behind the camera was the FBI dude, and he was like, "We got you on 4K, motherfucker. Just keep going, keep it rolling, keep it coming. We need information.
Keep going, keep going. You get it? You got the audio? Okay. I got the camera. You got the boom mic and shit.
Yo.
Hold on. Got the boom mic. Like, hold on. Hey.
Can you say that a little bit out loud for me?
A little bit closer to this mic. Hold on. Put the mic in this mouth. 4K audio, bro. Like, bro, there's no fucking way.
That's what you should start off with. That's what I have to say about gun safety. And never point it at your friend or yourself. For real, I got niggas who done shot it.
Gun safety.
I like tarantula, bitch. I'm an animal. I fuck these hoes like an animal. I get on the beat.
Tarantula's technically not an animal, it's an instinct, but you know.
Eat like an animal. I'm an animal. I look like an animal.
Stay in school, y'all. That's what we learn.
Still an animal. Mel is a savage.
It's an animal.
It's amateur. Baby's named Angela. Fucked on camera. Bitch, I'm a murderer. Yes, I'm a pussy murderer. I murdered.
Yes. No.
Baby's named Angela. Fucked on camera. Bitch, I'm a murderer. Yes, I'm a...
He said, bitch, I'm a murderer. Yes.
Fucked on camera. Bitch, I'm a murderer. Yes, I'm a pussy murderer.
Bro, that millisecond right there, bro.
And then he tried to play it off with saying, I'm a pussy murderer.
Bro.
He tried to save it.
Bitch, I'm a murderer. Yes. Imagine that. No. Imagine I'm his lawyer, right? And the other lawyer comes to the stand and it's like, is it true that you said in your song, I'm a murderer? Yes, twice, jury. Yes, twice. Is this true? Confirm or deny? And then you're the lawyer just like, we're cooked.
No. His lawyer's gonna be like, he's a pussy murderer. Pussy. Read the next line. He said pussy.
Bro, if I was a lawyer, bro, I'd just be like, there's nothing you could do, bro. There's nothing you can do.
Judge, your honor, your honor. He meant pussy. Your honor.
Your honor on some Takashi shit, bro. You're like, you're dead ass cook, bro.
And then the lawyer comes back. Your honor, but he said he's a murderer. Yes, twice. He said it twice.
He confirmed himself that he's a murderer. Yes, I am. In the English language, that means yes, I am.
And in Spanish, that means sí.
For the Spanish jury, sí. Uy, murderer. Sí.
And then for the French, that means oui.
Bro, they're cooked. Oh,
yes,
no,
I murdered a vagina and I murdered a bee. I am not no human murderer.
I'm not a human
I might just kill the boy. Don't want to kill him.
How you gonna say you're not a human murderer and do this?
I am not no human murderer. I might just kill the boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I needed to talk to you about this because
Chief, you see
the reason why I bring it up to you, twin, is because this man is facing 6 different fucking charges. Not 1, not 2, not 3. He's facing
he got 6 charges based on the 6 evidence here. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get like 12. Fuck that shit. Double it.
Boy, don't want to kill the boy. Baker must say he won't beef. We gonna grill the boy. I'm bleeding so red I might dip his ass in and spill the boy.
He could have been like, yo, this is a dream I had. It would have been fine or some shit. Or like if I was a murderer on some OJ shit, right? Like you say, if I was, like OJ did. No, this man said, oh, I'm not a murderer. And then try to do that like guilty face. Bro, you even try to be funny by acting like you're not guilty.
Murder on my
He's literally
mind.
laughing.
No. Go
I
back
got
to the what
murder
she said
on
right
my
here.
mind.
Go back a little
So red,
bit.
I might dip his ass in and spill the boy. Murder on my mind. Whoa, I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind.
Yeah,
I got murder on my mind.
Genius was
Imagine a
genius for
buck,
asking him to do this shit. This is
buck
just
of
comedy.
blood, and I'm a big ass beast, and I pick him up, dip him in that bit, and spill the boy. That's basically what I was saying. I was high as fuck when I thought about that shit. I'm not on probation or nothing, but I can't post what's really going on, like what really going on in the streets. I can't go on live like I want to go on live. Motherfuckers be screen recording me, you know? Get that shit to the police. Shit be crazy.
Now, twin. Okay. Now minimize the video and go to YouTube
Chief.
and look.
Chief.
Yeah, twin. Listen, we're not his lawyers. Don't worry about it. He snitched on himself, okay? We're not his lawyers. He snitched on himself, okay? We good. We winning this case.
Chief. I can't make this shit up,
Bro, but I'm telling you right now, if you Google his name, people wanted him to get the.
What did I Google, dumbass?
People wanted him to get people wanted him to get the death penalty. For some reason, I don't know what state he's at. I don't know where he's like facing the charges.
That natural
and stuff
selection
like that.
takes its course, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Natural selection.
No. So the biggest issue right now, if you Google his name, which I mean you're on Google right now, but if you look up YNW Melly, now his record label that he had a contract with is saying that if he posts bond, they'll pay for him. They'll pay for his bond.
Yeah, you know how much views he probably got from that dumb shit, and how much press he gets. A bad press still gets some press in the rap game, bro. Like Jay-Z got beat up by Solange in a fucking elevator in 2011, and all of a sudden he drops 444. Like, there ain't no such thing as bad press, dog. Like,
yeah, but this is what we were talking about earlier, like how you were talking about the people that do murder, the people that do the grape, the people that do the other shit. They shouldn't be scot-free, bro. It doesn't matter if you're a big celebrity. It doesn't matter if you're good for the press or you're good because you're gonna make me money. Like that shouldn't matter, bro. This man is facing 6 motherfucking charges, dog. So you're telling me that if I go and kill my 6 friends, if I had a record label that would fucking pay for me, it's okay for me to be back on the streets?
as long as that's one of those 6 ain't me, I'm fine with it.
Bro.
Well, technically, you want to kill me because we're not friends. We're twins.
Hey, you might survive, you might not. Remember.
Whoa. Don't make me get murder in my mind, Chief. I saw you took my last piece of cake, dog.
They took a picture of my body. It's just me trying to eat my own fucking cake.
And then also you just hear me playing the lyrics. I got murder on my mind.
Oh no!
Oh my God,
you think that's the only video, bro? There's another one.
I don't even want to see this dumbass no more after that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was all I needed to see to know that this man's cooked, bro.
So the thing that's being talked about him, right?
Christ.
Like I said, twin. The thing that's being talked about him is that, like I said, I don't know if you have been keeping up, but I have. This man had a team of lawyers that were representing him, but apparently they were erasing certain evidence. They were fucking doing shady
evidence.
stuff.
Yeah,
tampering evidence. So some of his lawyers got fucking fired. They got the judge mad.
Yeah.
The judge himself fucking told certain people on his team that they were not representing him no more, that he needed to look for a new team. Like crazy shit has happened in his trial, bro. And right now, the biggest thing that's being talked about him is that he has the possibility of having parole for 6 fucking charges that he's facing.
Oh no.
Which is fucking crazy that a person that murdered his friends, he tried to fucking tamper with the evidence. He made it seem like it was a drive-by when it wasn't a drive-by because the police got all of his phone records where his phone was pinging, where it wasn't pinging. Like they got all that shit down to the greedy twin. And they said, you were here at this time when this happened and when the shots fucking rang out and everything.
It's like when I hear these shits like what these rappers and shit, actually let me get that Boondocks. It's like it's like we predicted this in 2005 with the Boondocks, and it's still happening to this day. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Boondocks rappers snitch on themselves video. Oh yeah, gangster snitches on himself, bro. This is it right here, bro. They literally said that, and this is in 2002 when this shit came out.
TRF. Hold up. Drop the beat. Gangsta-licious. My mind's too vicious. EMCs all day. Delicious. My whole crew up in this. No doubt we gonna win this. Smack up your moms like I smacked Johnny Guinness. 3 o'clock yesterday. I don't care what they say. Suckers really shouldn't play. I hit him with the Hennessy.
So I smacked up in the guy's exact name, and then they arrested him. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's funny that the Boondocks predicted this all the way back then. That rappers do that shit in all their songs, and they wonder why they get arrested. You look like in that example, he said the guy that he smacked up, John Malicious, whatever his name was, whatever, right? I smacked him up in his bopper too, and then he's like, "Oh shit," like like it's like. Bro, this is predicted back in 2002.
No, like you said, this was in 2002. I mean, look at what has happened with the rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
All the racketeering, all the fucking snitching that we did a drive-by on this person. We did the shooting on this block. We fucking have your block numbered. Like, bro, what are y'all? I get it that rap has turned to not being about lyricism anymore. Rap is not about
no, don't say that. Not my rap. I'm from New York. We care about that shit, bro. Don't ever disrespect us with that dirty South. Literally what they call themselves, dirty South. And a weak ass like West Side now, because all they got is Kendrick, and they tell me other than Kendrick, and even then they dick right. That man, like this man repeated the same song even in the Super Bowl. When your best song is a fucking diss track in the Super Bowl, that tells me your fucking catalog is trash. Because if you can't put nothing out the rest of your album to fucking be the peak point of the fucking Super Bowl, the diss has to be the peak, your shit's trash. I'm sorry, bro. Like you can't compare to imagine an East Coast rapper back in the day made like imagine Nas doing Ether on the fucking Super Bowl, bro, or like in a fucking arena. People will clown him. But just because it's a West Coast rapper, we let it slide. I don't give a fuck, bro.
No,
that's just that's I never heard a rapper use a diss song in order to do a big live event like that, and then they gaslighted it. Like it's crazy. Is Kendrick a great rapper? Absolutely. But if you tell me his last 3 albums was that good, no. If you're talking about his beginning and middle of the part of his career, yes. But like his last part, I think they're okay albums, but people gassed it like
what about
the
last one he just dropped?
That's what I'm saying. They gassed it like it's the fucking GMX, what was it called? Whatever, GNX. Yeah, they act like this shit is like the Bible given by Jesus Christ himself. Like, dog, he named a song Peekaboo. Come on, bro. And then people were saying the fucking the comments on YouTube, turn the TV off, because that shit was trash. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I get it,
I just want to say
I want another Tupac, but that's not Tupac, bro. Like Kobe was close to Michael. Kendrick is not Kobe. He's LeBron to me. Like he's really great, but he's not Kobe status. Like,
you can't fully blame him because you know who else I blame for dick riding Kendrick Lamar and saying that the West Coast claims him now or that he represents the West Coast. You know who did that shit?
Who?
Snoop Dogg.
Man, I don't even give a fuck about the Snoop Dogg part because you know why? The part that pisses me off, right, is the whole fact that people was like, "Oh, we hate Drake. We're on Team Kendrick." But then, and this is why I call you frauds out, right? All you rap heads and all this bullshit. Y'all never understood what Kendrick says in his lyrics until a YouTube video comes out. And every time a YouTube video comes out, what they break down what he says in the lyrics, then all of a sudden, all you motherfuckers knew that shit too. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. On top of that, the second problem I have with you motherfuckers is you say y'all don't like Drake. Yeah, Team Kendrick. But then 3 months after that fucking this song came out, Not Like Us, all of a sudden Kendrick went from number 1 in Spotify to number 3 behind fucking Drake, and Drake was the number 1 at rapper again. So you motherfuckers went right back to the guy, and you called him a PDF file, but then you went back to listening to PDF files fucking rap songs. That's crazy. Bro. That's a little bit hypocritical if you ask me, but you know. You can't say he's a PDF file and then listen to the song the next fucking 3 months later after that. After his hype died, Kendrick. Why the fuck you listen to Drake songs from 2-3 years ago, but then not Kendrick Lamar's song 2-3 years ago, but he's so-called a better rapper. Like, exactly. That's what I'm like. Imagine, and Tupac was taking over the 2000s. People were still listening to Tupac in the 2000s, even though he died in 96, 97. Mm-hmm. Why is Kendrick making a fucking new album and then you went back to Drake 6 months later? And you put him in a conversation with Tupac? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of my face, bro. This is why New York rappers never took the fucking West Coast seriously, bro. Like, yeah, I'm dead ass, bro. Like, that's the reason why they don't take the West Coast seriously. It's because y'all don't even
they're trying to overstep themselves, bro. They're trying to overstep
Appreciate the artists that do come out your place. That's not a problem. But don't fucking gaslight them. Don't say that this good, but then you go back to the Toronto, Canada fucking rappers 6 months later. No, die by that hill. Like, don't talk. Walk. Like
no, I feel you on that one.
If he's worth 50 million Spotify in those 3 months and you say he's better than him, he better be 50 million for the next year. Like after 1 year, you can say, oh yeah, we switch. But 3 to 6 months later, it went back to all the viewers go back to Drake. You're frauds.
Especially when he dropped the whole Nokia song too.
Bro, it's like y'all some fucking frauds, bro. I'm so sick of the fraud alert, bro. Like I'm calling that shit out, bro. And I'll be that one streamer that call it out of the 50 other streamers that want to dick ride the fucking wave. No, I'm calling all you motherfuckers out because I'm gonna do this right now. You know what? I'm gonna be that fucking petty. Hold on. I'm gonna be that fucking petty. Hold on. Spotify.com. I'm gonna be this fucking petty because y'all want to say fucking Kendrick. Really y'all say Kendrick is better than Drake. Okay. Let's look right now. Kendrick Lamar, right? You go to Kendrick Lamar, he's at 90 million monthly listeners. Drake, if he's more than 90, fraud alert. Oh, he's actually 80. Okay, this is different. Recently, now he's at 80. But the past 6 months after that fucking Not Like Us, it was not like that. So, like, I'm like, boy, if I see that shit still says the other way, I'm going to be, ooh, boy. So
no,
I'm
but like
right
you said,
now,
but like you said, it goes back to you hyped yourself up. You made a halftime show at the biggest stage ever. I get it. You sang so many different songs. But what was the number one song that everybody at the fucking Super Bowl cheered for the most? And you know what's crazy? No. Let's throw this in this too. You know who made a video saying that when Kendrick Lamar came out at the Super Bowl, they used fake sound effects?
Yeah.
Kai Cenat came out and said that they used fake crowd sound effects when Kendrick Lamar came out, bro.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people in the Super Bowl that didn't know who the fuck he was. To be fair, it's more white demographics, but at the same time,
but no, it doesn't fucking
you're
matter.
That popular like you say you are, you should be able to influence other people out of your fucking genre. I'm just saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's fucking people of color or not. You're a rapper. People listen to rap music no matter who the fuck it is. There's listeners. Why do you think you're at 90 million and Drake is at 80 million? Because everybody and their fucking mama knows who the fuck you are.
So this is funny because Kendrick last year surpassed 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify. That was his first time. Drake been done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking big Drake fan like that, but this is the man. Drake averaged 15.5 billion streams in 2024. And the first year this man ever cracked 100 in a month. So wait, I'm gonna double verify. Has Drake cracked 100 million in a month? Of 100 million streams in a month. Yes, Drake has achieved the milestone surpassing 100 million in stream in a single month on Spotify. The first artist to hit 100 billion streams on the platform. So yet again, y'all saying that fucking Drake,
Mind you, and he's the
Kendrick
first
is better
artist.
than Drake, but Drake was the first one to do it. And this is why I say it's a fucking bunch of frauds out there, because of the fact that yes, now Kendrick has some more listeners, but for the hottest minute, y'all been dick riding Drake, but say fucking, oh, we knew he was a PDF file and all this crap. And yeah, there was people that put the TikTok and all that shit, but none of y'all was putting awareness into this until Kendrick did, right? And then there's still not hard evidence. I'm not saying that he's not whatsoever. I think there is some claims that he is a PDF file, just to be clear. But in the court of law, you need 100% evidence, right, to show that. There's no 100% evidence. People came out Drake and saying like, oh, fucking Kendrick, Drake made claims with Kendrick Lamar beating his wife and all this crap, and it wasn't true. And I agree, because that's objective truth. There's no evidence behind that. But the same got to go the other way around. There's no evidence, hard evidence of the PDF file and grooming crap. We don't have hard evidence. We have speculation, but we don't have real fucking evidence. So that's the other thing that pissed me off about that rap battle is he say, she say shit from both sides, but none of them could provide evidence. And yet they ride one side, but not the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dick ride supreme, because there's no hard evidence that Drake's accusations was true or Kendrick's accusations were true. This is all fucking speculation. They both went on Twitter and looked at Twitter fucking blogs and posts and Reddit posts and just say, oh, I found out in Reddit he did this and this and that, and there was no fucking evidence, bro.
It was the whole finger pointing. It was, oh, he did this. Oh, no. So let's turn around and let's look at what this man has actually done.
He's a PDF file. Oh, he's a wife beater. Bro. Oh, he's 5 foot tall. Oh, he's 6 foot but can't play basketball. It's like, bro, like shut up.
It's shit that we already know, bro. It's not shit that's new to us. Yeah. It's not shit that we can be like, oh shit, he dropped a bar and that bar is fucking fire.
Remember when Ty Dolla Sign like did that diss song to tell fucking the world that Drake had a kid? That was a diss. Because nobody knew that.
Because nobody knew that. He dropped a fucking bar.
Yeah, but Kendrick didn't say nothing that dropped anything. And Drake didn't say anything that dropped any surprising with fucking Kendrick. Nothing was surprising from either party. So I'm not dick riding Kendrick like most of y'all. And I'm not dick riding Drake like the very few of
y'all. We're not, chat, we're not saying none of that.
But it's honestly, just like there's no proof on either side. I don't
listen to music like that. I don't know Drake's music like that. I don't know Kendrick Lamar's music like that. Some can say, oh, I'm dick riding because if I don't know anybody, why the fuck am I speaking? Honestly, I heard how Drake has answered to Kendrick, and I heard how Kendrick has answered to Drake, and I feel like this shit was never a fucking battle to begin with. This shit was never
this
like...
This is just petty drama just put into a rap beef. When I think of rap beefs, I think of Jay-Z and Nas. These motherfuckers talk about the personal lives. They have proofs because they grew up together. And they fucking went after each other's throat. Tupac and Biggie. I mean, Tupac said, I fucked your wife to Biggie in the song, but there was no accusations. But it was such a big drop because he didn't know who he was, whatever, right? J. Cole's my favorite, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, I agree with a lot of people when they say he was a bitch for backing out the fight. I ain't gonna lie. If this was the disses that these two came up with, J. Cole could easily answer back to these shits, and he didn't. I'm my favorite artist of today's era is J. Cole, but the fact that J. Cole backed out this whole beef just puts him in third place, and I thought he was a first place rapper. Before this shit happened, I thought he was better than both, but the fact that he backed out the beef, I can't even defend you as a fan of you when you backed out. Like, if you lost to Kendrick, people would respect it. But the fact that you didn't even go after Drake neither, when Drake actually put him on a diss as well, he said, oh, I didn't back out like homie fucking J. Cole, whatever. Like he said some shit like that in one of his diss songs. I'm just like, bro, I would have been disrespected, bro. I've been like, oh, no, now I'm going after you, Drake, too. And then when I'm done with you, Drake, when me and Kendrick get done with you, then the men could fucking fight. But because if you ask me who's better bar for bar, Kendrick and J. Cole is both better than Drake, and everybody knows
No,
Drake got
yeah.
ghostwriters. That's been confirmed. But my thing
No,
is,
yeah.
the fact that you didn't even try to put yourself in the fucking situation to make yourself look good. I'm sorry, J. Cole, you're always my favorite artist, but when we had these top 3 debates, I can't put you because you didn't even try to put yourself in there. And then he said, "Oh, fuck what people think about the top 3 dead and alive or whatever." I'm like, no, we care as fans, dog. That was
No,
me. I don't know if you
exactly.
heard recent few months ago, Kevin Durant says, "I'm a top 10 player." But then when he got told to YouTube, how you top 10 player, you got 2 chips and you only got it with Curry. Curry got it with and without you and all this shit, right? And you had to go to other teams and will stack teams and still lose. How you a top whatever fucking 10 player of all time, not in the league, all time. They said, "You mean
No,
in
yeah.
the league, right? Not all time." He said, "No, all time." And then they're like, "How the fuck you top 10 all time?" And he said, "Oh, that shouldn't matter, bro. Like, I don't know why people have these talks of who's top 10 of all time." Like, shut up, KD. You got mad in 2014 that you was called the second best player in the planet and you thought you was the first best player. So back then, and then even like a few weeks before that fucking conversation you got put on the YouTube podcast with YouTubers, you cared about what top 10 position you're in. But then when you get put in a live event in front of people, oh, that shit doesn't matter, dog. That's just barbershop talk. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I feel like with all these other shits, bro.
It's always those people that want to start shit or say shit,
But
and
when they
then
get
as
put
soon
in
as they see,
spotlight, they're
as
bitches.
soon as they see the heat coming this way, they're like, no, I'm
I don't
washing
want
my
the
hands.
smoke. I don't want the
My
smoke.
bad. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit kills me off. That's some
Like you should have
pussy
never
ass
put your
energy.
nose in the fucking incident to begin with.
Bro,
You should have stayed
if
where you
you're
were
gonna
at.
listen, I'm gonna take over real quick. If you're gonna go in the Roman Coliseum and say you want to fight, once those gate closes, you can't fucking run, dog. I'm gonna make that fucking clear. There's no running from that point. Like, I agree, but to be fair, he's the only rapper who ain't even got to worry about a motherfucker to shoot him. And think about the song Middle Child when he said out ain't the type of shit to come back at somebody for clout or for fame. No, I understand that, but the thing is he will say that, and a lot of people point out a good point, but then he put these sneak disses that he's the best rapper alive, right? The thing that I hate about J. Cole, and I'm a fan, I'm his number one fan out of all the rappers that's alive today in the current modern day rapping. He will say it doesn't matter who's number one, but then the next song he says, "I'm the best rapper alive." You know what I'm saying? You're contradicting your statements. And just like how you contradict that, and you there's songs that he said, "I'll go toe to toe to any fucking N word that will come after me," whatever, right? And then when the opportunity comes, he doesn't do it. So like that's my problem. You can't say like, yo, he says this in multiple songs and not old songs, like recent songs too. And he says like, yo, if everybody trying to come at me, I'm not the type to start beef, but I put beef when beef needs to be needed, like type shit. And then when the opportunity comes, he doesn't want to do it.
Man is the first one to run out the door.
And that's what pisses me off. I'm like, oh, J. Cole, this guy called you out. And like Bob Marley, we gotta be peaceful and just like that. I'm like, nah, bro, you're using a solo record saying like, "I'll shot the guns with all you motherfuckers," and then all of a sudden you just scared that shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
No, I feel
That's
you
some
on that
bitch
one,
shit,
bro.
bro. And that's a difference from a New York rapper and a Chicago rapper and all these places compared to these fucking what was it, Fairsville Drive, whatever, fucking Forest Hill Drive rappers, bro. Y'all not all because you living in fucking New York, J. Cole. I'm gonna make this straight up to you, bro. I love you. I'm one of your biggest fans, but also your biggest critiques, right? Your critiquers. I don't give a fuck. You live in New York. You're not a New Yorker. I'm gonna stay that straight up because a New Yorker would have got in that battle, cleaned up house, and came out victorious. You didn't do that shit.
Hell yeah! I mean, he had the opportunity. He did.
We don't claim you, bro. We don't claim you.
We don't claim you.
Chief Keef would be the worst one out of all three, right? But Chief Keef would have put a fight before he fucking went out like a bitch. I'm just saying. And I think Chief Keef had no bars. But let's just say somebody, Chirac came into this bitch. Kanye West. Kanye was trying to get into the battle so bad, bro. He showed his part of not like the other rap song, the one that started the whole shit. Damn, what was that song? Oh, by Future and him. But hold on.
I don't even.
Future and Drake. Hold on. Drake. I mean, Future and
That's where you
Kendrick.
lost me, twin.
Oh, hold on. It's the one that started this whole thing. Like that. It was like that with fucking Future and fucking and Kendrick, where he calls him out, right? When he called him out in the fucking song, right? Imagine how Chief Keef getting called out. He would not fucking back down at that point. But you get called out and you back out is crazy to me. It's like, I get it. Most of his disses was going to Drake, but my thing is, he says, "Fuck your big three. It's just big me." Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's on fist, bro. I'm like, bro. There's no way you taking me out of convo as number one by saying there ain't no big three. It's just big me. I've been like, all right, this mic, test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like, bro, it's on, bro. I put the headphones and be like, and getting ready to fucking roast your ass, bro. Like, I'd be like, "Chi, drop the beat, dog." Like, it's go time.
You'll be like, we're not coming out of the studio until I know I got the song. I got the one.
Bro, I don't give a shit, bro. We're going freestyle too, just so no, it came from the heart, you little fucking dick mouth. That's what it be me, bro. But that's just me. I'm a competitive guy, bro. But like down the line, we get famous and podcasting. Some other podcast studios say they better than us. I'm be like, yo, Chief, you better not be no fucking J. Cole. Better be not no. I swear to God, you better be in the front line, ready to say no. We the number one podcast.
I'm ready, dog. We do what we gotta do first, and then ask questions later.
Bro,
like,
I swear to God, bro. We're going to war and podcast war. Fuck it. I don't know how that shit look like, but I'll figure out how podcast wars go, bro. You thought Star Wars is a big ass space battle? No, it's gonna be a big ass battle here in the fucking podcast war the minute we grow up.
All I can say is that we're gonna start it and we're gonna end it.
And it's for all podcasters down the line. If we ever get big and you see us coming up, just remember we're coming after all you motherfuckers. I repeat one more time on the big screen. All you motherfuckers. We're coming after y'all one at a time, bro.
Hey yo, this man want to have beef when we're not even famous.
We're 100,000. We're going 99,000, 999, 998. We're climbing slowly, but I'm coming after all you motherfuckers. If I ain't number one, I don't want to be in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always look at shit in life, bro. If you're not trying to be number one, the fuck you living for? That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Try to be the best you can be. If you fail in number 3, number 5, but you put everything to it, bro, be proud of yourself. But if you didn't even try, what's the point? That's just me, bro.
No, yeah.
Fuck
I mean, I'm glad that
I want all the smoke.
I'm glad that this conversation ended like this because honestly, he's a rapper, the guy that I was telling you about, YMW Melly. But it's just like, bro, rappers be snitching on themselves nowadays. Rappers be doing this shit. And like you said, this was fucking joked about on a cartoon fucking show. On an animated fucking cartoon show, and to just think that we're in 2025 and fucking rappers are still fucking snitching on themselves and still fucking putting themselves in jail. Like, don't get mad that you're your own enemy, bro. Like, people on the streets don't even have to do anything to fucking put you in prison nowadays. You're putting your own self in prison at this point. You know what I mean?
So number one podcast in the world right now is Joe Rogan. The reason why I say that is Joe Rogan, we're coming for that spot. Give us some time. We're coming after that spot. You heard? All respect though. I'll come after that spot. Some funny beef shit. Nobody gotta die like in the 90s rap. You know that there's like the 90s rap where they fucking killed each other, and there's like the 2010s where they beef like now. But you know, in the end of the days, out of respectfully, fuck you. We're coming after that spot. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, we still love you, all right?
Clip that shit, let that shit be known, bro.
We still spreading love, all right?
It's like Kendrick said in what was it? Control. He said in the Big Shonda, he said, "I love all y'all, but I'm trying to murder you motherfuckers." That's the type of time I'm trying to be on, bro. That's the time I'm trying to be on.
Bro. I don't know, bro. When I heard that shit, bro, about this man being released and being on probation or being released from prison, I was like, it's just wild to me that you have 6 different charges and you're about to walk scot-free like nothing fucking happened.
Like nothing happened.
I mean,
bro.
Obviously, they're probably gonna put him on like some type of stipulation. Like, obviously, I know that the judges are now stupid. I know that the judge, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be harsh with him, even if he gets to go home. He might be on house arrest because, let's put it this way: I think he killed like 3 other people or 2 other people that were pretty known, and I'm pretty sure that
Just
they
like I
had
want to kill
homies.
the Joe Rogan podcast. Got you.
Yeah, but anyways, talking about
I
that
got
topic.
murder on my mind. We sound like
Yo, FBI is about to be like, we caught you 4K, motherfucker.
I don't know if y'all see that in the back. I got that Kobe fucking post in the back, and it says right there, it's a constant quest to try to be better today than you were yesterday, and
Hell
better
yeah.
tomorrow than you were the day before. Mamba mentality. That's just me, bro. I was raised by a fucking menace named Kobe Bryant, so that's just the mentality, dog. That's just the mentality. I was born by the
top of
snakes
the
called the
food chain.
Mambas. Apex
We the
predator.
top of the food chain. You heard?
I grew up seeing The Rock and Stone Cold in the Attitude Era, and I saw the Randy Ortons. Like, I hear voices, hustle, loyalty, respect, John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here with shit. I grew up in the best generation. Fuck all y'all, bro. Like,
Bro. Anyways, talking on that topic about this dude.
Yo, don't run for the smoke. I don't need you to be fucking J. Cole now.
I'm not.
I swear every time I talk about this shit. Anyway, no, you ain't Slick Chief.
I'm not. I'm trying to keep it cordial. Moving to the next topic if you want to, or I don't know where we're gonna,
What's the next topic? Because
so the next thing I got to talk about, it still has to do with people being in prison.
I'm about to be in prison, killing all these podcasts.
I haven't looked it up myself.
I'm trying to keep it straight.
You can look it up yourself right now because I don't know too much information. But something happened to the Melendez brothers, the ones that killed their parents.
I don't know
Apparently,
who the fuck those are.
You don't,
Chief. There's a lot of things you don't know. I'll flame you for. So. Who the fuck is the Melendez brother, bro?
Yeah, should we cook them? I'm pretty sure if DJ was here, he would know that shit.
But DJ's a nerd. If it's some nerdy shit, of course he would know. Melendez brothers? Who the fuck are they?
I think they're called the Melendez brother. They
you don't even know that name.
They killed their fucking parent, and then after they killed their parent, they went and spent money on cars. I think they went and gambled money or something like that.
I actually I don't know them because I never heard these motherfuckers' name in my life, bro. Like,
well, anyway, something happened.
The Jonas Brothers? Oh, better surely. Yeah, that's what I say. Melendez brothers. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you met them. Do you know who the fuck they are? They were literally wealthy and they let y'all live in Cali. That's why y'all know that shit. Beverly Hills is over there. Like, why the fuck would I know that in Miami and Orlando? Oh, yeah. Do you know about these motherfuckers in Beverly Hills? Yeah. Oh, no, not in Miami or Orlando? Like, bro, that's some local news shit.
No. It wasn't local news shit. They
broke
the news.
Oh, yeah.
They broke news, bro.
Sorry, Lala, you said a word that is TOS. I had to put that, like, I just gotta delete that message, but that was the only way I could. How do I untimer? I try to put
hold on, I got you.
Yeah.
We can time out her out for 10 seconds.
I removed her. Yeah, like, I had to do that because that one word you said, is TOS.
Anyway,
not that you kicked out the stream, but yeah, go ahead.
Did she get kicked out of the stream?
No. I had to do the timeout real quick. That's the only way I could delete the message. So I did that real quick, but I removed her, so she should be able to talk.
Oh, that sucks that it deletes all.
It's trash.
That is so stupid. Twitch, come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Twitch gotta be fix that part.
Anyway, so DJ, do you know who I'm talking about?
For reasons of bullying. Save. Hey Lala, type in the chat when you get a chance to make sure it works.
She did. I have to allow it because it.
Lala, like I said, the reason why I had to is because of that TOS word you said.
Okay, DJ, have you heard of the Melendez brothers, the ones that were wealthy in California?
Menendez brother.
Oh, the Mendes brothers. My bad. The Mendes brothers. I say
Melendez. Still don't even know.
I don't know why.
Mendes brothers. I love how I explained to Lala the reason why she's still like, why? I'm like, bro, are you listening? I never seen these dudes a day in my life, but they look like the Jonas Brothers, just older. So
Oh
these
my
dudes right
god.
here,
Yes.
I never heard these freaking dudes a day in my life, bro.
That's crazy. Because this broke world news, bro. It was casted in the East Coast and it was casted over here, bro.
Yeah.
When this made news. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so something happened. I think they lost their attorney or some shit happened with their attorney or this week or something like that because their case was getting reviewed or something like that because this happened a while back. So basically they were supposed to have another, like, you know how when they're doing trials and stuff like that, they don't just do it one day, it's like
Yeah.
multiple days. So I forget which number of trial they were on, and something happened where their fucking attorney got fired or something like that.
So they got fired for the shit?
No,
The
their
attorney got
attorney.
fired. Yeah, the attorney got fired for that shit. So wait,
I think
but what's the big reason for them getting fired?
I don't know if so look, see on the, well, I don't know how true it is, but Fox News, it says Mendes brothers resentencing battle heats up as Los Angeles judge weighs risk or something like that. Let me see.
Yeah, I see some articles right here. They in their 50s, bro.
Yeah, this happened a while back. That's how long they've been in prison, bro. But their
This
story
from
is crazy because
1989, bro. Man, I don't give a fuck about these weirdos, bro. Bro, they killed their parents and it was like 30, 40, 50 years ago, bro. Why is it news? Like,
I guess it's news because of the way, because supposedly of the reasonings of why they did it. And so the first time they faced trial, the judge said that they would never get a chance to have a retrial or have a or even kiss or even have freedom. Like they would
yeah.
never see the sunlight or whatever. Somehow, I think Kim Kardashian got involved with their case. And I don't know if it was Kim Kardashian or somebody in in Kim Kardashian's team fucking went and spoke to the judge on their behalf, and basically they want to reopen their case and reevaluate their
They
case.
be resentenced to fuck DJ. I ain't gonna lie, that's against constitutional. You can't be fucking resentenced for the same crime, but
so I think right now what's happening
here
with them
going forward is crazy, bro. That's actually, I just saw that. I don't know exactly.
Why would Kim K care? Because she graduated from
the law school shit.
Yeah, from law school. She's a lawyer. You know that, right?
Yeah, she's actually one of the head lawyers of the United States. What's that position?
DJ?
She's in charge of our criminal justice system, believe it or not. And she didn't graduate.
Yeah,
she didn't have a degree. She has a certificate.
That's she has
she has
I thought people were saying she has a degree.
No, it's not a degree, it's a certificate. And that's why people make fun of the whole thing. There's like a meme online. There's like, you had a president that been accused for sexual assaults and harassments. You have a fucking secretary of defense that been accused for the same thing. You had a what you call it, a man that had amnesia or whatever, being the president before that, right? You had a fucking woman that had a sex tape that's in charge of the court systems and the what you call it in law, right? And then you had a man that turned into a woman that won Woman of the Year, but meanwhile you're telling me your dreams is unachievable. Come on, bro. Like, you had a man win Woman of the Year.
DJ, you can say that. You can say that you could care less about celebrities. I can care less about celebrities. I just like to keep myself informed. And the way that I found out that she was a lawyer was by accident.
She vouched for them, basically. That's crazy, bro.
So she vouched for them, I think, and she was the reason why they're trying to redo the whole trial for them
Mm-hmm.
and see if they can get either freedom or they can get a less sentence of what they have.
Yeah.
Because I forget what their main sentence is, but they're not supposed to see freedom at all. I know that much.
Yeah.
That the first sentence that they got from the first judge back in 19 whatever that they fucking killed their parents.
1989. Like, this is the same time period. Like, it's the OJ trial, bro. This is so old, bro.
No, but this is as big as the OJ trial. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Ain't
This
that
is
big.
big as
OJ, the whole country knew about this shit. I'm in Florida. I didn't know who the fuck
Bro.
these motherfuckers were.
Everybody knows about the Mendes brothers.
Me and Venom just said we didn't know. Like, so
Oh my
if you
God.
cut the United States in half and talk about the east
This
side,
man.
we do not care. Like that. Like, west side, everybody saw it. He said, nah, facts. RJ's right. See, thank you. So me, DJ, and fucking Venom, you compared the two people from Cali. Come on, bro. It's a Cali issue. But like I said, your state is fucked, bro. Nobody cares about Cali because Cali's just a
DJ, I get it that OJ was all
OJ was
over.
legit all over, yeah.
You can look it up. Was the Mendes brothers of big news? Look it up.
It's big, but it's not even as big as, like, for example, like I said, the OJ trial or other things.
Yeah, because OJ was a celebrity already. They weren't.
But at the same time,
That's
you just
the only
said it's
difference.
big, known around the United States. That's the point. Like, that's the point we're making. It's not as big as you think. OJ was a really big deal. Michael Jackson was a big deal. And yes, these are celebrities, but at the same time, these dudes are not. We don't know about it in the East Coast. I'm telling you, nobody in my job talked about it. I didn't know about it. I'm not saying this is not an issue that we shouldn't talk about.
Bro,
Like that.
I'm
I'm just
pretty
saying
sure
we didn't know
somebody in your
about this.
office. No, I'm pretty sure if you go into your office and you ask
Bro,
about
we
this,
talk about some
one
wild shit
person-
about office because we're all like vets and all that shit. And a lot of us are
I get
vets,
that.
but
I get that.
we did not hear about this case, bro. We hear more about the fucking.
Do me a favor. Next week when you go, ask around if they know about this shit. And I'm pretty sure one person will
They
know.
probably heard it after this podcast or this weekend.
Oh.
Because I'm not gonna lie, some of these outing girls came in the last 13 hours. It said it 9 hours ago, 8 hours ago, right? So I'm looking right here. So I'm gonna share the screen. You have like 7 hours, 10 hours, 9 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, 9 minutes, 13 hours ago. So it is still new. So that's another reason why probably. But at the same time, it's just like when the OJ stuff came out, even though it was like not internet back then, that shit was all over the fucking world. Like TJ was saying, this shit is like, yeah. I don't know about them, nor do I care. They killed the parents, bro. Like, and then there's a certain demographic. I'm not gonna say, but like, let's just look at the real carefully, bro. It's, you know, those people love Eminem music. Cleaning out my closet, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, mama.
Look at what I just sent you.
Johnny MJ Diddy soon. Yeah, people talk about the Diddy shit all the time. That's what I'm saying. When Diddy was talking
Look at the link that I just sent you.
Bro, what the fuck is that? It look like a fucking mama saying my crusade. Like, I don't think you send the whole link because it's literally just the letters. It doesn't have the whole thing. You might have to resend it again.
God, okay. Give me a second.
It doesn't even say www.https nothing. It's just letters. It's like a cut off.
Okay, got you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Probably goes all the way. Okay, there you go. That's the whole article now.
Okay, there we go. Cool. I was like, that's not the whole thing because there's no hype in it. Oh my god, bro.
We having technical difficulties, okay?
The Mendes brothers in case is high profile. I mean, yeah, this is the AI stuff, but 1990. I mean, the high profile, yeah. But I'm talking about like the whole United States right now does not know about it yet. Well, yeah, and that could change within a week because we'll bring it up and other people is going to start bringing it up. It's going to slowly spread.
Bro, they have the documentary shows on Netflix and shit like that. What are you?
Netflix got a bunch of documentaries. That don't mean it's number one.
I'm not saying it's number one, but that's how big it is that Netflix picked up on it, bro.
Bro, they had some documentaries that's really trash. It's Netflix, bro. Wait, hold on. Let me see if it's like top. At least top.
What are you playing on?
It's a Netflix. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Look. Yeah, it's funny. I'm in the documentary section, right? I'm about to show the chat. I'm in the documentary section right here, right? And then I'm in documentaries. I see Mr. McMahon, Aaron Rodgers, the last dance, last chance receiver to come back. There is no Mendes brothers here. We got Simone Biles, right? Black Hawk Down, Sprint, Gabby Petit. I don't see no Mendes brothers, bro. Wrestlers, bro. American Sweethearts. Like, this is the documentary section. Like, I didn't. Literally the first ones. I mean, we've seen more shit about fucking squids on these than these motherfuckers. Squids. Like, unlocked it. I see two people locked up, but it's not the same. I don't know. Turning point. Look, speaking of which, OJ Simpson. I still don't see him on the Mendes brothers here. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is not helping your case. Quarterback, Formula 1, 30 point.
It is.
Speed.
Click on the whole fucking thing.
We got
Click on
Aaron
the whole thing.
Hernandez.
No one ever allegedly murdered 2 people and then played.
Bro, dirty for dirty, war for war, last chance, you basketball, Tiger King. Look at this Benito. This Benito was more famous than and then it goes back to the beginning. So they're not that important because they didn't even put them in the top 10 of the listing. I don't
Bro, they are. Oh my god, this
documentaries. I mean, they had the OJ trials over this shit, and OJ trials around the same time, bro. I don't see nothing of these. I don't see them.
Oh my god.
I'm dead ass. It is not biased or nothing. I'm just dead ass. Don't see them. You see them? I don't see them. I don't see them anywhere, bro. I see the Court of Gold. That's all I've been watching. The Testament of Moses story. Like Age of the Samurai. I still don't see Mendes brothers, bro. It's looking real bad. We got young Arnold and shit. Yeah. No Mendes brothers, bro. I ain't trying to be petty, bro, but these dudes are not that big.
You want to be petty? No. I got you. Look at this shit. There, I sent you another link.
Okay. Another one. All these links, and I still can't get them in Netflix, bro. All this shit's going saving my cookies, and I still can't find them. It's absolute cinema. The cookie should have been like, hey, Netflix here. The Netflix series Monsters with Kyle, and we didn't see nothing that says mom. Was popular show where BBC reports. Oh yeah, that's a problem. The BBC reported it, and it came released for the first weekend, reaching the top Netflix streaming charts. First weekend.
Now you're reaching, Tween. Now
they
you're
also
reaching.
mentioned as being a follow by the record-breaking Dahmer, all because Dahmer came out. Yeah, that's why Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Yeah, that shit, which recorded 1 billion views in a few hours in 60 days. Yeah, that's a problem. They released it when this fucking documentary came out. Yeah, there's no wonder they got cooked. Like that's probably one of the best fucking documentaries they had at that time. So that makes a lot of sense, to be fair. That's true, Queen Lala. They did make it in the Netflix on the thing. L link, LOL. I don't watch those Netflix docs. But other people did watch this shit, like Tiger King or so. OJ right there. And yeah, it's actually my point, bro. Like we're seeing OJ, but we still don't see the fucking twin. I'll tell you, bro. But it did 12.3 million views. But the same month, Dahmer came out and had 1 billion views. So I mean, one of these things I'm more popular than the other. Like, wait, hold on. 1 billion divided by 12 million. So, Dahmer was 83 times more popular than fucking what you call it? Than fucking the Mendes brothers.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Y'all rather see people get chopped up and murder and
I'm just
put
saying,
in barrels.
nobody cares about two whiny white kids killing the parents. That's a normal day-to-day shit in the white neighborhoods, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. That's a normal emo kid, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That's normal daddy mommy issue. Oh, you want to see something similar to them? But it's not brothers. Look, watch this. Eminem.
DJ Sakim denied that.
Eminem. Hey, look at this guy. Want to kill his mother, Kim, made a song. You see, this is a story that's already been repeated in history. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
This man, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
This man.
I mean, that's worthy news to talk about, but to act like it's this known is a fucking lie, bro. 12.3, 1 billion.
It's not a lie. What the fuck?
1 billion to 12.3 million. 83 times more the views. Times.
All right. I'm
like
JC
said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. His mom's relationship. I'm just saying, bro. I'm hitting with bars right now, bro. I'm just preparing so when we go against Joe Rogan, I'm ready for the higher competition of arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, I'm still coming after Joe Rogan. I'm telling you, bro. Joe Rogan, we're coming for that #1 spot. One dingbat podcast at a time, bro. We're coming after y'all, bro. We're coming after y'all.
Bro, yo, you fucking stupid twin. That's all I gotta say.
One podcast at a time. We're coming after y'all, bro. And y'all, if y'all haven't so far, make sure you share this podcast right now. Share at least with one person right now, to a friend, a family, a Discord. I don't give a fuck. Share this damn podcast, bro. Let the people know, bro. We're coming for the top. One dingbat at a time. One podcast at a time. but like Macaulay Culkin's, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Culkin and his mom. I don't know who the fuck that is, but we're about to find out real quick. Macaulay Culkin's?
Who?
Macaulay Culkin. Oh, he's an American. Oh, that's the guy from
that movie Home Alone.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He hated his parents so much that he stayed home alone. He's like, I don't know where she's not here no more. Yeah. And then all of a sudden next day, my Christmas is actually perfect. They're not here. My wish came true.
This man.
I ain't gonna lie. They made a whole movie about it, bro. DJ's right, bro. Shout out DJ, bro. Shout out DJ. He said, bro, like, I hate the ones that's whiny in my community, bro. Like, I agree with RJ in this one. And he's the representative, the ambassador. But he's like, we don't represent them, though. That 10, 15% of those whiny motherfuckers, I don't represent them. But they're part of our community, unfortunately. His mom apparently forced him to stay in the industry and drove him. Oh, yeah. And all the kids from Nickelodeon, Drake Bell, Josh Peck. What was the other one? The girl from iCarly, the blonde hair one. Yeah, they were all forced to stay in the industry and shit. Like, yeah. And then they're like, oh,
you did not know that?
Crazy, did not know that. Yep. I knew about the drugs. Well, he got into drugs because mommy wanted him to stay in the movie industry. Yep.
Yeah, his mom was providing him with the drugs and shit like that.
And he rehabbed. So good for him. We appreciate motherfuckers that stop that lifestyle. I always praise that shit.
Hell yeah, that shit's not easy to fucking leave and drop and just try to move on like it's a day-to-day life, you know?
Not about his mom's involvement on his mental well-being, providing facts. That's crazy. Yeah, and the thing that pisses me off with these parents, right? I get it. You're trying to show your kid that you can make a lot of money in this industry, but like talk to them, explain to them why this is very important, that you're making a career and you're gonna have a long-term investment in this. But the problem is they just force the kids and like they're like, you're gonna do it. Like, if you explain and sit down with these kids and they're like, but you know, you're not gonna have all these nice things if you don't continue to do this, or we could make your schedule a little bit less demanding or something like that. Work with the kid, bro. The kid is the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Not you. Like the kid is. Yeah, they force him to stay and use his money.
Well, what's wrong with these parents is that they see the money too coming in, and they're like,
and they risk the whole kid
because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be here, type shit. And that's how the parents be twisting it.
But at the end of the day, he didn't ask to be here, or she didn't ask to be here. I hate that excuse.
No, and I get that, but I'm saying that's how parents are so quick to turn it and manipulate their kids. Be like, oh, you wouldn't be famous and rich, and nobody would have known who you were if it wasn't for me type shit, and that's where it gets fucked up. You know?
Lala with that Britney Spears one, I used to be a big Britney Spears fan when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Like I loved her fucking music, but Britney Spears was a little bit different. It wasn't her family as much as
it was her dad.
It was her record label and whatever the publisher.
Oh companies. Yeah, well, it was the publisher with the dad,
and then she got so famous that she's always on shows, she's always on concerts, she always had to bring out another song. And yeah, they had to sign a document. The problem is they signed a deal that made her do a lot of things. At that time, it wasn't. So there was two sides of that story. She tried to blame like her parents or like her dad, I think, like she was saying. But there was a story that she was fine with it and everything. But when she realized it was too much, then she tried to play victim. Which, I mean, it's still a lot to deal with. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like it was all written in the contract and shit. That she had to do all these things, all these performances, all this crap and all that, right? It was her being also irresponsible, but she didn't want to put that blame on herself as well. And I think Justin Timberlake, when he was her boyfriend, was saying like all this shit because she was younger than Justin. And Justin was breaking from NSYNC and becoming his own thing and realized that it's going to be demanding for since they're both coming up and it became popular quick. He even knew that was going to be a thing, but she just didn't realize how big she was. Until she realized, like, damn, they're pushing me to do a lot of fucking things. They exactly. Yeah, I think so. Some shit. But the problem is they gotta realize, like, you get in this type of industry, there's gonna be a lot of these demands. And yes, is it fucking taxing and tolling? Yes, but at the same time, you didn't complain when you signed that $100 million check, $10 million check, $1 million check.
You knew what you were getting yourself into.
Exactly.
It's not like you went in blind and was like, oh no, my parents did that shit behind my back. No, you knew what the fuck you was signing and you knew what the fuck they were asking out of you to the point that you could have fucking, I mean, you could have said something, you could have, stood up for yourself. But at the end of the day, it's like her parents had like an ultimatum saying over her. But at the end of the day, it's like,
she went to the barber shop and got her fucking shit shaved off. And you know what's the worst part about it? And this is why I fucking started losing respect for Britney. After she lost all that money and her sister Jamie Lynn Spears, which I thought she was so hot when I was a teenager watching her, because we're both teenagers. There ain't no fucking weird shit for only those weirdos. But as a teenager, seeing the other hot teenager girl, right? I was just like, damn, she's fine and whatever, just like, Britney was back in the day, right? And fucking she started getting like they put like a standard for her since she was a Nickelodeon star, right? They said that you cannot get pregnant while still on a contract. She got pregnant and they told her you can't do the show no more because you ruin your image as a kid, having underage sex and being impregnated and all that, right? It ruins the Nickelodeon image, and she tried to play victim in that shit. And that's another case where the Spears family tried to play victim for something that they had under contract. Yeah, Zoe 101. And homie was watching Zoe 101 and shit. Yeah, everybody was, bro. Every guy was watching that show back then. Venom said Zoe 101 and he's a man. Like every teenage boy was watching that shit too. Because the girls like that shit. It was actually entertaining. It was like a soap opera as teenagers and kids, bro. Yeah, I'm dead ass, bro. Like I grew up with that time.
When he means every guy, that does not count me. That counts himself.
Bro, first of all, you was in diapers when that shit came out. I was a teenager. Like,
when did that show come out?
That shit came out in the mid 2000s, like 2007, 2006. He's trying to we put it right here. Don't worry. When did Zoe 101 come out?
January 5, 2001, bro. And final episode was May 2nd, 2008. Bitch, I was a fucking teenager too. Fuck out of here.
It came out in 2005. How old are you in 2005, Chief? What year you were born? 6 years old. And you gonna tell me what teenagers and fucking young kids you at that time period? Get the fuck out. He was in diapers, y'all. He was in no. He was in these right here. Hold on.
Bro, what are you talking about?
This man was in this one right here. He was in Huggies pull-ups at that time, bro. Like, trying to tell me, like,
this man, bro. Acting like I wasn't watching.
I was watching that shit. No, you worried. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lala. He's saying he watched that shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, I said I didn't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you was in diapers, too busy watching Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
Because I was in diapers.
Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
This man. Yo, chat.
Dora.
I didn't watch shit like. You know how many shows I didn't watch
Oh,
because
you
I
had
thought they were
Diego
fucking
go. My
weird?
bad. You had Diego go. You had Diego go. Basically, go Diego. I was thinking the same thing.
Bro, I wasn't watching. Okay, bro. All right, bro. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. I barely
Get
watched
up, man.
iCarly. I barely watched the Sam and Cat one. I barely watched any of those shows because I thought they were fucking cringe and weird.
The one in Cat in Victoria that came out after like I was like past 18 and shit, or just turned 18. So I didn't watch that. My sister did actually. Funny enough. But I grew up with the Zoe 101. I grew up with the Drake and Josh. That was my favorite.
I hated Drake and Josh. I couldn't
iCarly
stand that
was
dude.
Okay. My favorite. I was like your age at that time. All that. I loved all that. And the Amanda Bynes show. Oh my god, that was my shit growing up.
This man said I watched
Sam and Cat. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Drake and Josh. Yeah,
bruh.
you did. That's so surprising, DJ. I ain't gonna lie, DJ. I didn't know you had a childhood, bro. My childhood was fucked, but the way you sound like you didn't even like Pokemon and shit. Like that shit's tough, dog. I knew this group was.
Girl, what the
fuck? She said, I know this group was gay, bro. Ariana Grande was hot. Yo, I mean.
No, her squeaky voice was so fucking annoying, dog.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean she was hot? No, that voice killed everything. What the fuck do you mean?
She could sing her ass off, though. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all saw Ariana Grande now. She made herself anorexic. That shit looked disgusting, bro. She looked like a skeleton.
And she's a homewrecker.
That don't surprise me. I think speaking conspiracy, I think she's the reason why Mac Miller, ended his life.
Everybody says that, bro. Everybody says that she everybody's saying that she played a factor into it.
And then she said, "Oh, I missed him. I didn't want to break up." Bro, you saying
why
that
the fuck did you break up?
After the allegations come out after that shit. Yo, fuck that. How about PBS Dragon Tales? Oh, fun fact. Oh yeah, I didn't know you heard about this. My mom brought this up to me. They saying that Trump is trying to take away the PBS channel that is not needed.
Yeah. Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, DJ. That shit ain't looking good, bro. Trump is taking PBS. I ain't gonna lie. That shit been on for decades on decades on decades. And then taking out PBS kids. Yeah, that dumb bitch. Like, bro, I want my Sesame Street, dog. I want my kids to have Sesame Street, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. No, seriously. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
Or at least
I grew up with Sesame Street.
Or what's that? What's the fucking
that's
monkey
Cartoon
one?
Network. But then, Curious George.
No.
Curious
George.
But then my sister grew up and she watched those shows. And it's like, that's something that you could bond with. You know what I'm saying? It's a very innocent channel and all that crap.
He said that's all I had.
Right. That's all I had when we were broke. Bro, those OGs don't even play anymore. Yes, they do. What are you talking about?
Yes, they do.
My fucking cousins watched it.
This man is...
DJ, you live under a rock sometimes, bro, and it scares me, bro. Like,
bro,
I think
honestly,
you in Bikini Bottom with SpongeBob, but like you live right underneath with Patrick, both underneath that same rock, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, filled with brain rot. Sesame Street? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think he's mixing TikTok with something else, bro.
Yo, I think he's in the wrong. I think he's in the wrong.
Yeah, but y'all like 2 years apart. My sister is 10 years younger than me. Like, I was actually raising my youngest sibling. Y'all like 3 years apart, 2 years.
Bro, I used to
grew up the same generation. My sister's literally the next generation after me.
Chat. I used to love going to the doctor's office because they would be playing fucking PBS Kids channel, bro. That used to be my shit. I would show up to the doctor's office and the newer shows that were coming out were the Wildcrats and all that stuff.
See, Venom said that they have fucking Elmo for his kids. That means they're still watching it to this day. That's a generational thing. Now, I understand people are some Trump supporters and they would dick ride this man to the day they die. I don't know why you want to dick ride this 70-year-old fucking saggy fucking skin, orange spray tan ass bitch, but people are gonna do it, right? And then they're like, Elon Musk, like, bro, this dude's a billionaire that does not care about your life.
Yo, hold on. Now that you mentioned Elon Musk, did you see that Bill Gates called Elon Musk out?
Oh, that's not a good look because Bill Gates want to make us eat crickets though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, fuck both of them.
I know, but still.
But what did he say?
He said that I think he said along the lines that for the next 20 years he's gonna give
Oh, DJ,
money
you're
away or
not
something.
you're not calling my Sesame Street shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We got a box on that one. Like, I'm a die for Sesame Street, bro.
Wait,
I'm a
what
die
did
for Sesame Street.
let me look it up and send it
You're
to you.
grown. They're not meant for you. Facts, Venom. Preach. I'm not even dig around. Y'all just love jumping to that on that little thing. You're agreeing that they should take away PBS Kids and Brain Rot, and everybody's channel is saying that they shouldn't. Like, don't you think you're dick right at this point? Like, if you're the only one defending it, like at this point, you gotta realize, like, bro, you're the dense one in this situation, and everybody's disagreeing, and you're the one person I think the planet is flat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just. You want PBS gone? Like, I'm just saying, bro. Those shows are just fucking. They're legendary, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, those little pass downs. What harm does it do? I don't know, bro. He said it was brain rot earlier, but I don't know.
Well, look, talking about the whole Elon Musk and Bill Gates and all that stuff, I just sent you the link.
Let me see this.
This man was saying some wild shit.
Oh no. 200 billion. I hear it's down the battle of the billionaires. Let's see this shit. Bill Gates donate 98% of his wealth. Yeah, because he still makes $1 billion. Bill Gates pledged to donate $200 billion and rips Elon. This 14 minutes. Can't you see the 40? His fortune blast. Okay, let's see this.
So the money's there for the foundation, and it's the combination of that money plus the amount of money that's already in the foundation trust. With pretty modest assumptions about returns.
Bro, this is the battle of the rich people right now.
We'll have over $200 billion in resources during the 20-year period. Well, I think when it comes to knowledge of USAID, as brilliant as Elon is, I actually know more about it than he does.
Oh, shit.
I've been in Nigeria and met the people who work for USAID.
This is how rich people fight.
And it's funny because Elon is born from Africa, and he says he knows Nigeria more than fucking... It's wild.
He does.
Bro, he's flying
I've been
here,
in
bro.
Nigeria and met the people who work for USAID. I've been in DRC. These are heroic people. Probably other than the military, the most heroic people who work for the U.S. government. And the work they do.
These guys are fighting in chat.
Oh shit. Oh, good. No, good.
You like get the popcorn ready.
But so pretty much he just said he knows more than fucking Elon about Nigeria, and Elon. I don't think he's from Nigeria, but he's from Africa, which is I still find that kind of ironic. That says he knows more about things on the continent than him, which.
The other thing that he's calling him out is on the Dogecoin situation.
No, not Dogecoin. I mean the Doge program.
It's the Doge program. My bad. Yeah. My bad. That.
Yeah. I'm
So
just
he's
saying
calling
we gotta
him out.
stop showing these kids shit that ain't even educational. Sesame Street ain't educational, bro. I was learning how to count from the count. 1 2 3 like bro, I don't know, bro. They taught me how to be nice to people when I had like lived in a fucking ghetto neighborhood. Like Oscar the Grouch is grouchy and shit, and Elmo and Snuffleupagus would tell him like, yo, like, bro, what crack? Where his boss said, bro, what crack, DJ? What crack are you on? They teach kids about veggies, ABCs, how to count. What the fuck are you talking about? I'll tell you, bro, and this is the one thing I say about society, bro. They affiliate with a party rather than free thinking. And I'm not saying DJs like this, but there's certain topics that they will fucking go against that don't make sense to the stake of the argument, because a lot of us grew up when we didn't have good schools, good systems, good role models. That's what PBS was supposed to be meant for. It's a public broadcasting station that has to be like an E for like a E or a P, G for everybody, and it usually has a lot of educational shit in it. But the problem is a lot of people now would change the circumstance of why the fuck we used it or why we had it. And in all reality, like it did a lot more good than it ever did bad. Now, is everything perfect in that shit? No, absolutely not. But to say that shit gives value and doesn't help kids and doesn't educate, that's complete bullshit. Like, but What do you think, Chief?
No, I mean, you're hitting everything. I mean, I grew up watching PBS, so I don't know what he's talking about. I was learning fucking English from there. I was learning how to count. Mind you, I just had migrated from the fucking Honduras and shit like that. So, I mean, I'm sorry if I'm learning from PBS, bro. Shit.
But I'm not saying just the OGs. I'm just saying in general, PBS always have good stuff. OGs or not.
Bro,
I get your point that you're saying not OGs or
the
whatever.
Science Kids was my shit, bro. Like, come on now. I
But
was
just
learning
in general,
science from him.
PBS in general still help, whether it's OGs or new shit. Like even the new shit that some of my sister watching, and now my baby cousin watch, it's still good. Like
Bro, Super Y was the reason why I can read first grade level.
I mean, it's possible
First grade
things have
level.
changed, but like now they show shit. I think Cyber Chase. Oh my god, that was another.
Oh
good
my
show.
god, that was a good show
Yo,
too.
I used to like what was it called? Between the Lions. Like that was my shit. Oh man. Oh. I'm about to tear up the memories, bro. I remember like in the Between the Lines, it had that one segment where the guy talks about like the words that stretch out. Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff. And that's why his name Cliffhanger. Like that was my shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They made pennies to do those shows. And who's like the black gentleman that opened the book from the Reading Rainbow? Oh, I saw him, and he's in his 50s, 60s, and he's just like, yo, remember you grew up with me? I want to thank you because you helped me grow up. And the guy from the Big Blue House said the same message, bro. I was crying like, bro, you're the reason why I know how to read, dog.
No, yeah, bro.
Like, bro, it got me emotional when I saw those messages from them. They said, thank you for helping me grow up just like I helped you guys. Like, I was like, bro, I was crying like a bitch, bro.
Lala S was Veggie's Tales on PBS. LOL.
I think it was.
I think it was. I think
Veggie Tales was. That came out after when I was more grown up. I remember I think my cousins and shit like that was watching that shit. I think that was PBS. But either way, like those shits were dope, bro. Like, I don't care if it's new or old.
So wait, do we know the reasoning of why he wants to cancel PBS or
because of fundings for government fundings? Like he says it's not necessary because I think it's because and the reason why for it to be fair is because there's a lot of things you can see through the internet that does that, like YouTube, like kids and all that crap.
Yeah,
that could be put on there rather than the government wasting money on that. I get the reason behind it, but there's just certain things as culture. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's American culture. Like there's not a lot of things as American culture because we're only a 300-year country, right? But what's something that we could talk about thousands of years down the line? We had this
down the line, exactly.
That it started radio and then started as TV and then became internet. Having some form of factor still exists. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's only internet, that's cool, but not every household still has steady internet and all this crap. Like some people had the lowest budget ones because I know a lot of friends that like grew up poor that had the lowest ones just like me. I don't think so. Yeah, they were honestly. I didn't watch those besides VHS and DVDs. He's a piece of shit. Fun fact, it's a Christian show. Wait, which one? Veggie Tales?
The Veggie Tales is a Christian show, I think.
That was surprising. But nah, man, we definitely.
Bro, I grew up watching Super Y. Like I said, that's the reason why I could read first grade level and shit like that. So I mean, you're saying old TV shows, DJ, but yet we're still attacking a TV like my twin said. We're still attacking a TV show that we can talk for generational, down the line, not just right now, not just tomorrow. It's something our kids, like Venom kids, are watching that they can still talk to their kids. It's like, I get it why, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like you're kind of trying to delete history, and it's like history can't be touched either, That's just how I look at it.
And to me, it's a point that like we could talk about down the line, like Pokemon, bro. Like as much as I feel like they're getting greedy, at the end of the day, I could take Pokemon and be like, yo, I could pass it on to my kids and shit like that, and like and all this new stuff. Venom said, "Fuck Gen Z." Bro, he just said fuck Chief, fuck Lala, fuck DJ. You know what's the wild part? Venom made it the millennial count by 1. He said, oh, there was the line. I'm still before the line. He said, I was the end of the line, but I still made it to the millennium train. He made it when it says, stand clear of the closing door, please. He went in that train real quick before he had to go to the next one. He jumped. He said, Bro, he made it with the 1 minute left. 1 second left before that door closed, bro. He jumped in that train track and he opened the door. No.
He said this train is not leaving without me. Fuck that shit.
Bro, he made that shit by the last year, bro. That's hilarious.
No, yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't know how true it was because this man just wants to come after everything at this fucking point.
It's like I feel like there's more pressing matters than that. Still, like I said, bro. Like there's so many pressing matters, but we could go a whole day on that shit. It's gonna take a while, so it's probably something we gotta bring up for next episode. Because I ain't gonna lie, so far it's gonna be our longest podcast. It looked like already.
It is.
Again, we were trying to do Wednesday, but Wednesday we had some technical difficulty. But
somebody, no, I'm playing. Let me not start shit.
That's crazy. No. Tell the chat why. Tell the chat why. Go ahead. Don't be like J. Cole. Go ahead.
Somebody decided to live in Florida where fucking thunderstorms and it fucking rains for fucking hours, and they're scared that their NASA computer is not gonna be able to take off because they've been having issues with their NASA computer. You heard. So sorry, chat. It wasn't me this time.
Listen, bro. What's the funny part?
Wait, chat. It was not me,
I'm in
chat.
the East Coast in Florida, right? NASA computer, and I had like 3 to 5 hours of rain at that time period. This man's in Cali, where this man was afraid because the fires that was like 3 hours away might hit him.
Oh my God!
Remember that shit? On top of that, he's complaining that he wishes his computer was at my level. But
all right, Kendrick Lamar, calm the fuck down, Kendrick.
Smoke. I was like, Kendrick, I was waiting for you to put my name in the bar, dog. I'm waiting, dog, and I'm on that ass. But all jokes aside, I love this boy, and then we joke each other.
On my mind.
But and then he's trying to come into Florida anyway. There's somebody that's stopping that, but I ain't gonna say names. But
you're stupid.
But I ain't gonna lie, chains and whips excite me, but the chains and whips on him is a whole different thing. But
shit. Did you see what Venom put?
Beto is being hit is shit. Meteors, oh shit.
Yeah.
Say I'm capping all you want. These chains are gonna spill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's mad at us. But I think this is a good point to end off, bro. This shit just fucking pure absolute cinema.
Yes.
Any final words you want to say, Chief?
Just my final words to end it, and then I'm gonna pass it over to you so you can end it better than me. Just keep in mind, guys, don't forget to hit that follow. Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, family, dogs, cats, birds, whoever you got as a pet. You better show them the stream. You better listen with them. Even if it's you cleaning, you doing whatever, put it as a background noise. Let us, talk, laugh with us, whatever it is that you're doing, yap. Yeah, we professional yappers. Just play us in the background, help us out, help a brother out. But at the end of the day, I want to say we are trying to stay focused and on track of streaming Wednesdays.
And Fridays.
Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 my time, which is Pacific time, and then I believe that's 8:30 your
10 East. 3 hour difference.
10 East. Yeah, 10 East. But I appreciate y'all for being here, always showing us love, support. Thank you to the new followers. Shout out to Emerald for giving us a follow. Gravis, I know that you followed us while we were not streaming, but we appreciate you for hitting that follow and giving us that love, my man.
And that boy Major Havoc too. Major Havoc.
Heck yeah.
That's one of my boys. And I want to say again, thank you, Stream, for making this shit amazing. I like the juicy conversation, the chat, the arguments, the fucking debates, the great debates. Flood that shit. Make sure you tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend about your favorite streamers, right? And the favorite aunties. And like he said, tell your pets and all that. What he's saying is where my dog's at on some DMX shit. Where my dog's at. You know what I'm saying? So like Where our dogs at? Where the bitches at? You know what I'm saying? With the hood, you know what I'm saying? Because in the hood we watch PBS Kids. So until then, we out of here. And
We out.
peace.
Thank you. Peace.
And play the music.
You play the music,
Big Back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big back has no room. Big Back, 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 Big Back. Might just eat a Big Mac. Might just order DoorDash. Big Back, Big Back, Big Back, Big Back, Big Back, Big Back. Yeah. Now can we run that back?